Good.
Yep.
I think I caught the end of Fried Twinkie at the start of the recording. So let's just
Perfect.
go from there and start playing 13th Age.
I don't know. We now have a high bar to set.
Let me open the Roll20.
Yeah, I linked
Yep.
it in the thing.
Do you know where we are, first of all?
Yeah.
I listened to, the last session.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick recap. So last time we left off, the heroes had
One of them's a hero. One out of the 4.
had just entered a plague hospital from the 12th Age, and were accosted by undead and spooky ghosts and skeletons. But we also have a new player today, so introduce yourself and your character and all that jazz.
Let me just find my character sheet quickly.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, you can introduce your character with as much information as you want to. I didn't tell Ramba shit when I introduced Severus.
Okay, so I'm Rogue. I missed last session because I was out of the country, and now I'm here.
Good times.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 seconds to open my character sheet. Someone else talk.
Okay. Yeah, just give us your background,
Okay.
one unique thing, and icon dice.
Okay.
Guess class.
So my character is Alex Novak, who's a dilettante, which is a class that's we got from the 13th Age thread. It's sort of a mix of fighter and wizard. And Alex is a high elf who has a background from, having migrated away from a elf village, and totally nothing more interesting than that at all.
Perfect.
All right. That all you want to give us about your character? I mean, I know everything already.
Rambo's character would probably, might know something about yours, but Service
Yeah.
doesn't give a fuck.
I will note my one unique thing, but I don't think I'll give the full background for it yet. Is mistakenly believed to be a destined leader who will unite the elves.
Perfect.
Should be sufficiently mysterious.
So you listened to the audio from last week, right?
Yes.
Do you need any introductions for the characters?
Could I get their names again? I'm terrible
Yeah.
with those.
Rambo's playing Furaibo Ral, the monk, and Brutus is playing Severus Flavius,
Yep.
the necromancer, or I should say, priest.
Yeah, priest and agent of the Emperor. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes, he's very good at his job.
Yes.
So let's introduce Alex first. So Alex, you, I think we agreed in a short conversation we had that you were also on Dark Sky when it went down. You were working,
Oh dear.
carrying out a contract with the prince. He wanted you to get a elven dissident from the queen's court because he believed that they had important information that he could sell or hold over the queen as blackmail. The elf's name was Olive Piclone, I believe. But then the whole thing literally started crashing. So how did you get out safely?
Well, clearly I was able to use my racial teleportation power to get myself from out of the collapsing area to safer ground.
Alright. After you safely got yourself away by teleporting, like the tricky bastard you are, somehow you ended up at a plague hospital from the 12th Age. How did that happen? Were you just wandering around? What's up?
Well, the hospital was being used to imprison the target I was looking for, so...
Oh, they managed to move her to the hospital, or so you heard.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so you want to get your job done, is
Well,
basically what I'm hearing.
Might have some bad news for you. All
Yeah.
these ghosts and skeletons around.
Apparently you got some bad information because you stumbled upon a bunch of jerks and some skeletons So,
a bunch of jerks and also some ghosts and skeletons.
Some spooky skeletons.
yeah, so apparently your information was bad, so before we jump right into combat, everyone roll their icon dice.
Oh, that's right.
Dice.
Alright.
Tell me if you get 6s or 7s or whatever.
Success with Elf Queen.
Success with an Elf Queen?
Yep. Partial success with, I forget who's first, the Emperor. Awesome.
I have a partial success with the Elf Queen.
Okay.
Wow, look at all these elf lovers.
Alright, so do you know the new rules we're going by, Rogue, for the dice? Icon
Yeah,
dice?
the 1 through 4s don't matter at all, and
Yeah,
5 and 6 do things like they
Yeah.
used to.
yeah, you can just let me know when you want to use them or I'll prompt you. Also, Alex, give me initiative so that we can order this.
Yep.
No, literally just jump off. I think you can enter it yourself, so go.
Okay, let me...
Quick, cleric! Turn undead!
Oh god.
Hold on, let me just slower Julius after you. Okay. So, yeah, like I said last week, you had just entered the plague hospital. You were running away from an owlbear, a dire owlbear, or in Alex's case, you were trying to get the job done, and you heard the elf had been moved to the plague hospital. Apparently, she had some very, very important information. So you both groups here
Well, this is awkward.
kind of stumbled upon this at the same time. So before we jump straight into combat, there's an elf. He just...
Why is there an elf?
I don't know.
Hey, what up?
Don't say
the
what
hell
up,
are
you might be
you?
one of the enemy.
Wait. We're supposed to be enemies?
I said he might.
Well, listen, here. He isn't, like, whatever it is you Imperials call clerics because he doesn't have, like, undead friends. Which is a real problem with me because... What did that mean? You're part of the Lich King or something?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not say things we can't take back.
Alright. So the zombies and the shambling graves and whatnot have started to move. So
I
Oh dear.
yes.
propose that we sort this out later and, deal with these guys.
I agree.
Is Julius actually going to cooperate with me?
Yeah.
Because he seemed pretty intent on getting to wherever the hell this place was last time we
Yeah, he'll
checked in with
cooperate.
him. Okay.
He'll cooperate. You still are technically his master. You're the master of the undead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're partners, okay?
Alright, so
I don't treat my undead minions like shit.
Furaibo, it is your turn.
Okay, I'll just walk up to the first thing and try to hit it.
Alright.
That's a miss.
13. Let me check, because it might not be a super miss. Yeah, that is a miss. Their AC is 16.
Damn.
You do miss damage though, don't you?
Yep, one.
Alright.
And then it is Skeleton Warrior.
1.
He senses some pretty fucking heavy death magic. So he's gonna come on up over here
Oh god.
and introduce himself.
Whoa, he can move.
Yeah, hold on. You're right. He's gonna come right up here. How's that?
Okay.
And then he doesn't have any ranged attacks, so yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Severus.
Alright. Wondering which one would be a bigger threat. That wraith thing in the back, or the skeleton that's heading straight towards me right now?
If you want to take a quick action to try and identify which is more of a threat, using your knowledge of not necromancy.
Not necromancy.
Or
Sure.
Which you learned.
Turn undead!
That's what I'm...
That would probably be a background check using wisdom.
Yep.
Wisdom's,
Wisdom?
85.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Well, I guess you could make a case for intelligence if you're going.
Yeah, I was going to use intelligence.
Alright, go ahead.
Because Julius is, or Severus is a little more book smart there, and 11, shit.
undead are bad. That's what you learned in your priest days. I mean, the only difference that you can see is one's a skeleton and one's a ghost.
One's a ghost. Alright,
They're probably equally dangerous.
Alright, I gotta actually add up my numbers here. 2 for the Constitution thing, 1 for my level, and 3 for my actual intelligence bonus. This is totally turn undead now, guys, not command undead.
What?
That's a shitty MD.
Who are you targeting?
Skeleton.
The one right in front of you?
Yes.
Okay,
I bet he's not
that hits his
good.
MD.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Alright.
What do you do?
I take control of him.
Okay. I'm gonna mark him as the one that you have control over.
Okay.
Using pink for love.
Perfect.
Alright, and I assume you command him on his turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
So next turn. And I guess Julius, if he can move up that far, is going to get in there and hit
Alright.
some people. And
You
that'll be
go for this
plus
move,
6.
I assume.
This one right here, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And roll. Wow.
That does not
Go,
hit.
Julius. Okay, so 1 damage to it.
Alright. Oh, he does miss damage?
I think so, yeah.
Do we ever confirm?
It literally doesn't say anything, so I don't know.
Alright, whatever. He'll do miss
Just
damage.
GM roll it.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do miss damage, whatever. He was a big damn hero. Alright, Shambling Graves. Dun, dun,
Oh, boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Gonna gang up on their friend.
Sort of. This one's gonna...
I'm not sure Julius is their friend.
No.
Well, okay, one of them's gonna gang up on his friend.
And it's certainly not for peace.
These guys are kind of far away. They're making beelines for Furaibo. Okay. 3 attacks against Julius, 1 against that skeleton. So let me see what their attack bonuses are.
Yeah, I think one of them gets -1 because of the house
Yep.
rule you said about
Mm-hmm.
mobbing.
Yep. Alright, so first 3 attacks against Julius, they are at minus... well, they're at +3, but -3, like, from mobbing up. So 1, 2, 3. Any of those hit?
Let's see, that 19 does.
That 19 does? Okay,
Yeah. How much damage did I do?
3 damage to Julius.
Okay,
And
there we go. You can't see it, but I totally changed his HP.
I believe you. And then that skeleton got hit for 3. So, does anything change if he gets hit?
Nope.
Okay.
He's mine until the battle ends.
Oh, really? Nice. Okay. The wraith is going to
Yeah.
ghostly float down here. It seems to
Or at
be
least
glaring at you, Severus.
Oh god.
And then our resident elf, Alex. What's up?
Okay, to start with, although I don't think it'll come up, I'm going to roll a d6. I got a 5, which means if we are on escalation round 5 or higher, I can absorb a spell that's cast.
Okay.
Or diffuse it, depending on the roll.
Oh shoot.
So then I am going to click the wrong tab. Move up here and attack this guy.
Alright.
12.
That does not hit AC.
Okay. I am going to first. He takes 1 damage, miss damage, and I am going to use power word shove to knock this guy back.
Okay. You want him to go flying back, maybe hit skeleton? There you go.
Yeah, just move like out of movement range, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Skeleton Warrior is going to Brutus. Is that confused save ends?
Hard save, yeah.
Hard save? Okay. Well, that means he has to attack the nearest, like, friend. So,
Yeah.
He's
Pretty
gonna-
much the same thing I was gonna do, but
Yeah.
yeah.
skeleton's gonna stand up. He's gonna squeeze on through here and he's gonna smack you, Ramba. He
And
says,
see if it hits.
he says no hard feelings. Except, no he doesn't. +6. Okay, so, well, not smack, he's gonna hit you with a spear, so. 20 +6. No! Okay,
He's
he's
not going to do a very good job.
very sad. Escalation die is at 1. It is your turn, Furaibo.
Okay, that skeleton is right close. I better hit him too. Let's see if it works. And it?
15 does not hit.
What's his AC?
Their AC, his is 17. He's a little bit tougher than Mook's.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm in the middle of the flow attack. Oh well, half damage.
Okay. Half damage to the skeleton. Alright, so roll your damage.
3.
Alright, that's fine.
I just keep tripping. I'm like, it's kind of hard to hit them. They're just like bones.
Alright, Skeleton Warrior 1 is going to...
Beat up its friend.
Yes, that's a hit.
Pretty hard, too.
Yes. Let me see what kind of damage. 5 damage. And then you said it's a hard save?
Yep.
Alright. Which is a
16. 16 or higher.
20. Okay, no!
Nope.
No.
He doesn't know what the fuck.
Yep, okay, Severus.
Alright. Not sure if I want to use one of my weaker spells or just go full skeletons.
Up to you.
We're looking pretty outnumbered here, so let's go full skeletons.
You want skeletons?
Yep. You do a thing. Awesome.
How many do you get?
4.
4? Okay. Tell me their stats and I'll...
Okay, let me actually down really quick because I didn't put it on my character sheet. Alright, they've got 6 HP each, which I think is the only stat you're going to need.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you the other ones as you need them.
Alright. Let's see, so Ramba and Brutus needs control.
Yep. Brutus S.
Alright, so... and they have their own initiative, you said?
Yes, and they also act on my turn. I need to roll for them.
Alright, those are them.
+6. And yeah, let me know when you've... Okay, you've got them all.
Yep.
Wow. That's a crappy roll. Glad they get to act for free.
Yep, they get attacked immediately on the turn summoned. So 10,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
At turn.
Alright. I just gotta remember these guys' special ability this time.
Alright, let me drag them right.
Because that would have helped us out a little bit last time.
What's their special ability?
You have to roll a hard save to actually do damage to them.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of hard to kill.
Okay, so they get to act immediately.
Yep.
You can move them around.
Yep. These guys are going to gang up on this one, and this one's going to go over here, I guess, just to help move into full range next turn.
Alright, so I assume, go ahead and roll.
Yep, hold on. Alright, +6. So, let's see, 3 of them are attacking. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
Okay,
rolls.
who is that
Yeah.
23 against?
That 23 I was going to assume was the middle one. Just
Alright.
goes down
Yep, how
Here.
much damage?
here. Let's see, they do 3 on their own, and my charisma bonus is +3, so they do 6 each.
Okay, so -2. This guy's. And then who else do you want damage?
Let's go ahead and go up here.
Alright. So, -4. Okay, now it's Julius's turn.
Yep. Guess what he's gonna do?
Is he gonna attack?
How did you know?
I don't know. I'm just psychic.
15?
15
I
does
think
not
that's a
hit.
miss,
Did
so
you
yeah.
include the escalation die?
Oh, no, I did not. So
Okay.
is that on the nose?
That's on the nose. Yeah. So I think. What if the roll?
House rule it now.
Yeah, I'm house ruling it literally right now.
I thought it was an exactly equal to AC does not hit.
Yeah, I think that's the actual.
Okay, so then 1 damage
so.
to one of them.
Alright. How's about the one that has the least health?
Yep.
Alright. Now it's
And
Mook's
then the moot
turn.
pool goes.
They are... This one's gonna kind of sneak around here for Ramba.
See if it hits.
It's gonna do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with Rogue, 2 against Rogue, 2 against Ramba, then the ones against Julius, and then 1 against your Mook.
Yep.
Did I? Hold on, let me take a look, Rogue. Yeah, I did. Sorry. There you go. Alright, so 2 against you. 20 plus 6. 1, 2. Do any of those hit your AC?
No.
Alright. Rambo's got 3 ganged up on him, so 20 plus 3. 1, 2. None of those hit Ramba. Julius. 1, 2, 3. None of those hit Julius. Nice.
Yep.
And then Mook.
Finally remembering that he's a hero.
And you... what do I have to do? That one's against your Mook.
Roll to see if it hits AC normally, and then if it does hit, you have to roll a hard save.
No! Okay.
Wow, yeah.
So, yeah, they fucking whiff all of them. Alright, interesting.
Good.
Wraith is
Alright.
gonna be a ghost and literally not let anyone engage him. He's gonna end his turn there.
Oh, shit.
Yep,
I
and
see
then
what
it's
you're
Rogue's
trying to do,
turn.
Ray.
So, Alex, what's up?
Okay. I think I will slice the guy in front of me again.
Alright.
Uh,
Oh, you could also roll for... Are you doing your thing? 'Cause,
which thing?
Doesn't you take a feat that lets you do Elven Grace, like, once or something?
Yes, but I'm not using that this battle.
Alright, just making sure. That hits.
That hits. So damage is
12, okay.
12 damage.
You kill that one, and I assume you want to deal your 6 left over to this one right next to you.
Yes.
Alright. So, with a mighty blow of your one-handed bastard sword, you slay a guy, and then on the backslash, you grab his friend.
I am going to use Fracture, Power Word Fracture, to drop this guy's AC by 2 until the start of my next turn.
Which guy? The one in front of you?
Or sorry, the end of its next turn.
The one in front of you?
No, this guy here.
Oh, okay.
The Skeletal Warrior, yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, never mind, because he's going to act before Ramba.
Alright.
So... Huh.
You can throw it down on all the mooks if you want.
I can throw it down on one of the mooks next to Ramba then.
Well,
Yeah,
that
next
affects
to
all of
Furaibo,
them,
Yeah,
I
it affects
think.
all
Yeah.
the mooks, so yeah. Okay, so they have a -2 to AC until the end of their turn.
Yes.
Alright, Brutus, your mooks.
Alright, let's get these guys in position. These two are going to gang up on this skeleton. Because even though he's confused, he's still an enemy, and this one's going to try and intercept, I guess.
Okay, that's fine.
So, starting with this dude,
Alright.
and kind of going up.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
So, 19, 16, 8, and 24, Jesus.
Alright, but let me take a look here at this thing's AC. AC 19, so...
Okay, so... Oh,
the 16...
that's unfortunate.
Who was the 16 again?
Oh, shoot! Holy crap.
What?
I think the 19's going to hit because I took a feat last session that lets me add the escalation die to their attacks.
Alright, so the 19 and the... Who's the 16 against?
The 16 is, I
confused
think,
guy?
this one. Yeah.
Alright, so that also hits. So the 19 and the 16 hit.
19, the 24 misses?
No, the 24 also hits. I'm just... Obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So, how much damage do you do?
It depends. Are any of these guys vulnerable to holy? Since
Yes,
they're
they
undead,
are.
I'm guessing a whole
Yes,
bunch of them
they
are.
are.
So
They are all
yeah,
vulnerable.
9 to things that are vulnerable to holy, 6 if they're not.
Oh, okay. So you do 9 damage to all of them?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh man, that wraith.
Yep. Okay, so then 9 damage. Okay, this guy immediately dies.
Rip.
So let's get rid of him. This guy dies. And then 1 left over, I'll say, goes to this
Probably
guy.
in the front of Julius. Yeah.
So yeah, you your skeletons are fucking workhorses apparently.
Yep.
As they just start murdering dudes.
They really want to redeem themselves, okay?
Okay, this one's against you, Ramba, and since there's the ganged up thing, d20 plus 3.
See this here?
17 hit your AC.
Yes.
Alright, 5 damage.
Ouch.
And that's its turn. Escalation die is at 2. And it is now your turn, Furaibo.
Okay, I am going to spend my, okay, we had a full heal up, correct?
Yes, you had a full.
So I am going to do this. I'm going to spend a key point to do a recovery and do damage back on him. Let's see. 1d8 plus 4. Okay, so 3 to the bad guy, 2 to me.
Alright. To the skeleton or to the moves?
Yep. Skeleton.
3 to the bad guy, you said?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, now I am going to go hit him. Let's see if it works. With a flurry. So he hits me. I'm starting to trip and such, and
That hits.
that hits.
Yes, it does.
So let's see. Is it a jab or? Damn it. One moment.
Okay. You kind of might have fucked yourself over, Brutus, with the confused guy. He's going to try and disengage from your moves.
Oh god.
And if he can't, then he's obligated to attack them.
Okay, 1d6 plus 4. 7 damage.
Alright.
I'm still unbalanced, so there was that sort of thing, and then
Uh-oh.
I spent a key to make it a 2 and re-roll.
Alright. Keep going. Make sure you're
Much
attacking.
better.
Make
And
sure
that's
you're...
my finishing attack, so
Are you,
I can hit up.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm just asking if you're keeping track of your key on
Yeah.
your little
Yeah, I
character
do.
pod. Okay.
Yeah, it's the blue bar there, I think.
That's 2
Alright.
so far. 1d4, 10. And the special ability of the Panther form is I get to hit up to 2 enemies, so the move to my left
Alright.
gets hit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So,
Alright.
yeah, bracelets and all.
Okay, so hold on. Oh man, I have to do math. Oh man, that actually just kills both of these. That one had 6, that one had 7. So you straight up murder 2 mooks in a flurry of getting the fuck shit done. Jesus Christ. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright, this guy's gonna try and disengage with a -1 because he's engaged people. He does not. So he is pretty much obligated to try and hit your skeletons.
Alright.
Plus
He's welcome to try.
6, 15.
15's a miss.
He's just too confused. He's flailing around. He's not sure who to trust. Severus, your turn.
These guys look like skeletons, but they're not my friend.
Pretty much.
Let me go back through my things. And all I've got is a bunch of +6s. Alright, it was 2 for that, 1 for level, and 3 for intelligence. Alright, I'm gonna do Death's Gauntlet on Wraith Dude here.
Alright.
And his MD is definitely not a 10, so...
No, his MD is a 17.
Yeah. Alright, so... 1 damage.
Alright.
Glad that's an at-will. And I believe it would be Julius' turn. I'm actually going to take a step back.
Alright.
Don't forget that the skeletons he's fighting have -2 AC.
Yep. They
Okay.
have -2 AC until after his
He
turn.
also gets +6, so that's convenient.
So go ahead. Roll
Yep.
that.
14.
14. Let me check their AC. I think that's literally right on the nose.
Oh,
Yes, that's right on the nose.
wait, I'm a dumbass. He gets escalation die too,
Okay,
sorry.
then he hits. Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll damage.
Alright. Yeah, only 1d6 right now for him. Oh, at least it does something.
He just straight up murders one.
Alright,
He
that's
fucking
good.
shoves it into its gut, twists his holy sword around, pulls it out, and just starts
He's
moaning.
using a holy sword.
Yeah, you said so. Alright,
Yep.
shambling mooks. They are in a good place.
He's basically supposed to be a paladin if paladins were a good class.
One's gonna come here, so 2 attacks against rogue.
Yeah.
20 plus 6. The 23 hits.
23 hits.
That's 3 damage. Go ahead and damage yourself.
Okay.
And then I think 1 attack against Julius.
I think Julius is the only
Yep,
one that
that's-
doesn't hit.
Nope. Okay. The Wraith is. Let's see. Let me read up on the Wraith.
I was about to say, does it need to disengage?
No, it just turns into a ghost. And
Wow,
Yeah.
what a jerk.
it's like if it's a ghost, it doesn't need to worry about engagement rules. Floats through your skeleton, comes up to you, and
Leave me the hell alone!
it says "Betrayer of the King."
Wait,
Oh, fuck off!
do we all hear that?
Yeah, you can
Probably.
if you want.
What's the king he's talking about, Severus?
Not now, later. Just
3 plus 8.
Did you betray
Focus on
an
this-
emperor?
22.
No.
Does a 22 hit your PD?
yes, it does. Holy crap!
All right.
IPD's garbage.
Okay, so it's 10 plus 1d4 damage. Negative energy damage, if that matters to you. So
Doesn't-
12 damage. As he stabs you with a
That's
blade
enough.
made of ice. Are you at half?
I'm
Oh.
definitely at half. I'm at 3 right now.
Alright, you should,
Yeah,
set
I
your-
should change that. There we go.
Alright! And he says, Betrayers of the King, will, what is it? Betrayers of the King will fall. And it is Alex's turn. Alex, what's up?
Okay. I am going to try and hit the guys in front of me again.
Fair enough.
Plus.
They no longer are worried about fracture, so that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Overhead.
Let's roll.
Oh, Julia, did you save?
Oh yeah, let me save for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me roll that save.
I will also. I deal 6 damage, and I will cast Powerwood Stumble to allow Brutus to disengage on an easy save until the end of his next turn.
All
okay.
right.
That'll be
so
useful.
6 damage. All right. I assume you want to kill this one with 1 HP, and then
Yes.
do 5 to the 7 here.
Correct.
All right. So yeah, that skeleton's no longer confused. You think he's engaged with literally everything. Go ahead, Brutus.
All
It's the
right.
mook's turn.
Let's see, I can't disengage yet.
No, you personally cannot. You can have things rush over and try and mob him.
Oh, well, that's kind of what I was thinking I'd do. Well, let's get rid of this one first. And let's have one of my skeletons disengage.
Alright, don't forget this one here is completely free.
Yep, he's going to be the one to move last. So,
Alright.
3 doesn't do anything.
Nope.
This one's going to move to engage.
Alright, make your attacks.
Alright.
By the way, since your skeletons do holy, they go past his resistance of 16 plus to all types of damages. Except
Good.
holy and force. So,
Okay.
congratulations.
Alright, starting with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, 20.
Yes.
Then him.
Yes.
Nice. Then this one.
No.
That's a no. And then finally this one. And 26 should hit.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay, so
damage. Tell me what it does.
since they're vulnerable, they do 3 regular plus 6 holy.
Okay, so
So,
this one
9 here.
dies. This one dies.
Nice.
Okay, so 9, 18. This one dies.
Yep.
And 9. The workhorses of the team are the
Good old
skeletons.
skeleton guards.
And let me see if this guy's at half. Because I know some people
Oh,
have
so.
powers that trigger. No, he's not quite at half yet. And
I'd save it personally.
Let's see, how much did you did? 9, 7, yeah. So that kills all those
Oh,
except this one right here.
that jerk.
Yeah, okay, my math checks out. And is that the end of your mook's turn?
Yep.
Alright. This one is gonna try and kill you, Ramba.
Oh no.
19, does that hit your AC?
Yes.
5 damage. And that is his turn. Escalation die is
At
3. And it is your turn, Furaibo.
Hey, I'm gonna hit him with a flurry. That hits.
Yep. You're probably gonna kill him. Somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you kill him.
Okay, I start tripping, moving, and then I am heading. Can I make it to the wraith?
Yeah,
So-
you can.
My balance. I'm like, whoa.
Need all the help I can get.
Yeah. Then I get over to him, and let's see.
Okay. Yes, that will actually do full damage because you rolled over 16. So that hits.
Cool. And this is the beginning of the panther form, so it's going to be a punch, and 9 damage.
Alright, I think that will, yes, that
Although
will.
it's not really a panther form because I don't really know it. I just had to watch it, and I'm just going by what I saw.
Alright. Is that your turn, I assume?
Yep.
Alright, Severus. You might want to try and
Alright.
disengage.
And alright, so it should be, you said +6 rogue?
Yeah, 6 or
You
higher.
disengage on a 6 or higher.
Oh, okay.
Yep, go ahead. You can
Got the
move.
hell out of here. Alright, do I want to do Death's Gauntlet, or do I want to try and actually do some healing?
You can use your free recovery that you don't have to roll to a standard act or
Yeah, let's not piss off anybody in the party just yet.
Alright, so spend a recovery. You don't have to roll for it, but
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself up. A glorious 3.
Brutus.
Still at...
Severus, the frailest character.
Yep, pretty much. I told you he was a glass cannon.
Alright, I think that pretty much makes it your turn over because
Yep.
recovery is a
let me
standard
just-
action.
It's at +3 now, so Julius is gonna attack.
Yep.
I think that hits.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Julius does less damage than my regular moves right now, which is sad. He does 3 to the
Alright.
scooter.
And
Then it's his turn.
Shambling Mook going to try and get rid of Julius. 14 does not hit. Okay. Wraith. It's actually pretty happy where it is. It's going to do Spiraling Assault against 1d3 nearby enemies.
Oh dear.
Or enemies.
Sorry, skeletons.
Yeah,
You
nearby.
served us so well, too.
Is it close quarters? Okay, so it's going to nearby.
I'm imagining it could get this duder.
Yep, it can get your mook pools and it can get Furaibo. I'm trying to think if it can reach you. You're still nearby.
Nah.
No, I think you are.
Nah.
Yeah, it's gonna do that.
Wow, that's a jerk.
So it is, yeah. This is versus PD. Let me see. So I'm just gonna go Ramba, your mook pool. No, it
You
has a
hit
grudge.
Julius.
It has a grudge with you, Brutus, because Spiraling Assault does a thing.
Oh god.
So.
And you said
Furaibo,
against PD?
Yep, your mooks.
Ah, fuck.
And you. Does that hit?
Yes.
Alright. So, does that hit your mooks? Yeah, with a 20.
Yeah, I would. With a
Does
20,
that hit your
definitely.
PD, Ramba?
Which one?
The 19.
The 19.
Yes.
Do I have to roll to see if I hit your mooks? Or is it only for AC attacks?
I would think it's only for AC attacks. It doesn't really...
Alright, I would think it would then be every single
Yeah.
thing. So, I'm just going to roll D20.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so, Ramba, or Furaibo and Severus, you take 6 negative energy damage. Oh man!
Yeah, thanks.
He teleports over here, and as he dies, he says, "The king will have revenge."
Not dead yet.
Yeah. So he can teleport with 1 engage. He's gonna keep wailing on you, by the way. He does not like you. He does not like necromancers that don't follow the Lich King. Surprise.
Not if I
Alex.
have anything to do with it.
Alex.
And, matter of fact, I do. I'm going to use High Blood Teleport to teleport next to him. And then I'm going to cast, Song of Steel, which gives me an attack bonus equal to twice the escalation die until the end of my next turn.
Oh my
so
god.
this turn, that's a +6.
Okay.
Let's see. Plus...
Natural 1, and that does not hit anyways.
Oh.
However,
Mm-hmm.
I still get to cast a power word, so I'm going to fracture him. He gets -2 AC.
Alright.
I still get a +8 on my next attack, though.
Brutus, your mooks, do they disintegrate when you go unconscious? This is a legitimate
check real quick.
question.
Yeah. Let's see. Summon undead.
I know
Nope.
no,
They're
they-
around until they drop to 0 HP. not me.
Alright, do something.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh yeah,
Only
you do miss damage, don't you?
one of them needs to really disengage, and obviously they're in panic mode now. Oh, he's out of here.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm gonna move him, I guess. Alright, yeah. He's gonna be really close. This one's gonna be, oh dear, down here. I'm gonna have to restart this in a second, Jesus.
What's up?
It's doing a thing where it moves the whole screen instead of moving my... There we go. Okay,
Alright, you're gonna get the gang up malice, so -4 to their hits, because you've got...
-4? Only 3 of them are attacking.
You've also got Alex engaged.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Alright,
gang up bonuses, or gang up malices work both ways, friend.
Yep.
But, to be fair, it does make sense that they would all immediately panic. So go ahead and roll.
Alright, so 3, 1, 2, and 3. Dang it.
Alright,
Remember that
any of
guy
this-
is a -2 to his AC.
Yep.
Okay, so one of those might hit.
Nope, it's a 17 with -2.
Ah.
Alright, do they do miss damage?
They do a level. Or
Alright,
so,
so
1.
-3. They're also vulnerable. They always do holy damage, right? Even
If they do, he's kind of
Presumably.
fucked.
Okay, then -6.
Yeah.
Escalation die is 4.
Actually, look at Redeemer.
And Furaibo, your friend Severus has just gone down. What do you do?
Let's see if I give a fuck.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Natural 20 to give a fuck.
You give lots of fucks.
I don't know. I'd be part of the gang up thing, right? If I
Yeah,
go over.
it would be really hard to hit. So yeah, if you want to just go...
I
beat
know
up
who
another-
can help him. Julius.
Justify it however you want, man.
Julius, save him.
Natural
That's
1.
a flurry. Now
All
let's
right.
see with the regular attack, which is going to be a form.
That hits.
Yes.
Do more than 4 damage.
Yeah. And this is the best part of this attack. 1d8 plus 4. And I get to use one of the benefits, which is you can move as a free action or gain +4 to PD. I'm going to move again.
Oh my god.
Can I make it or?
Yeah, you can. I'll
Hope
say
so.
with like your specialized move. Oh my
Yep.
god. He's just getting ganged up. Okay. Severus, you gotta make your death throw.
Yep.
Saving roll. Do you have any
Hold
bonuses
on.
to it? Because it's just a d20 plus any bonuses.
I should have a bonus to it, but I gotta look at the thing for it.
Oh man, they killed our cleric.
I mean, I
Alright.
think it is, you need a 16 plus. It's a hard save. If you get a
Okay,
natural
I don't have
20
any of the feats for it, so yeah, it is just a
Alright.
d20, but fucking it up's not such a bad thing.
Okay,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm up! I get to use recovery then, right?
Yep, you get to use. You spend one of your recoveries. You don't get to act. If you'd gotten a natural 20, you would have
Okay. Well, all right.
gotten to act. Julius.
Julius, join the party.
Oh my God! Here, let's just give everyone some room. All right.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people engaged.
Okay. What is the escalation die? It is +4. So
It's an overall -1.
yeah. So
Almost like ganging up his.
plus
You'll probably eventually kill him.
-1. Yeah.
Hey, I have a +8.
My
to my
skeletons
next
are gonna
attack.
get the hell out of there next. So yeah, 14. I don't think that hits.
All right. Does he do miss damage?
Yes, it does.
All right. All right. Shambling Mook is gone. Their polish
Rip.
is still here.
Is he gonna stab me again?
Okay, he no longer has fracture affecting him.
All right. He's gonna do his spiraling assault. D3. It can hit 3. Okay, he's gonna go Furaibo. He's gonna go.
Choose one that it doesn't hit since the mooks are all one enemy technically.
Yeah.
There's 5 potential enemies he could hit.
Yeah. He's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Brutus, but he really hates your character.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna hit all the PCs. So
Okay.
PD. We're gonna start with Furaibo, Alex, and with Severus.
Okay. What's his bonus to that?
Bravo.
8. So I'm pretty much screwed no matter what.
Okay. Does
Yep.
that hit y'all?
It's me.
Yes.
All right. So that is. Oh, he can't really teleport anywhere. So, but that's 6 negative energy damage.
Okay.
So everyone takes 6 negative energy, and he cackles and says, what does he say? He says, even in death, the king will give us life, and he is quite obviously talking about the Lich King. And then Cerberus stands up, goes, "What's up, guys?" and then immediately falls over.
And then gets hit in the head, yeah.
So it's your turn, Alex.
Okay.
I'm trying to take my spot as the comic relief.
So I'm going to try and hit him. So it's -5 for ganging up?
It is. How many people are in here? 1, 2, 3,
I think
4,
it's
5.
There's 4 if you don't count myself.
Hold on. I'm counting the mooks. So you got Julius.
Oh.
And then,
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
Never mind then.
So -5. Not counting Severus because he is down again. That does.
For fuck's sake!
Don't gang up.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe we should
All
change
those
gang up
skeletons
rules.
to fuck off.
Alright.
That's exactly what I was gonna do next turn.
Actually, after they attack.
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could
Actually, I was
probably-
gonna have Julius fuck off because he can't actually do a whole lot. He can't do as much as the skeletons can against this particular.
If you got all the skeletons to engage, you could actually kill them with miss damage because all their attacks are holy.
Okay, well, I'm
Alright.
going to fracture him again, because fuck that guy. Also, he takes 1 damage from miss damage.
Yep, already dealt it. Okay, yeah, if you just want the skeletons, just club him down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, yeah.
Save the
Skeleton mob.
master.
They club him down and kill him, and in his last breath he says, "For the king!" And then he dissipates, and he drops an actual legitimate magic weapon. So first off, it's a
Alright.
sword. Who wants this sword?
See, half would be.
I can't use swords.
I use swords, but depends what its qualities are.
It is, well, it will be whatever type of weapon you want. It just depends on. It is a cruel bastard sword. So +1 attack and damage, and you have the special ability Cruel, recharge 11. When damage from this weapon leaves an enemy with 20 hit points or fewer, you deal 5 ongoing damage to it. Quirk, tortures flies.
Okay.
Alright, I'll paste it for you in Skype. So, yeah, it's basically a +1 sword, and then it has...
Those poor flies.
There you go, check your Skype. So that's your new sword.
Okay.
So +1 to hit, +1 damage. As it glows with a malevolent light. Obviously, it's associated with the Lich King.
You sure you want to carry that thing around? It's also covered in my blood.
Alright, so yeah, spend recoveries until you're above half.
I did. I need to get rid of my thing.
Yep, that goes for
Don't.
you, Ramba, as well.
Fine.
Yeah, what happened to you, dude?
Got fucked
I
up.
don't know. I kept getting hit.
Alright, yeah, you can spend recoveries if you want. Okay, so you just beat up a shit ton of skeletons. I'm gonna copy your...
I hope that was worthwhile.
Yeah, I go walk up to Julius being like, so, why are we here now?
He just looks at you and just starts
Julius can't talk, remember?
shambling.
Yeah,
towards
why
the,
can't he?
He's cursed by the Lich King, clearly.
Alright, so yeah, this is the first time this elf just jumped in and helped you kill a shit ton of...
Yeah, we should probably say thanks, at least.
Yeah, I say thanks. Being like, hey, thanks for coming over to help.
Yes, thanks for not murdering us.
Why did you expect us just to go up and murder us?
I never said that.
You're welcome. I think I should get my sword checked, though. It doesn't seem to work.
Bad. Alright. So yeah, Julius is trying to go deeper into the plague hospital. It looks like you'll have to go through the plague hospital.
Okay.
He obviously has some business inside.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hope he finds whatever the hell he's looking for.
Because he is just going to strike out on his own.
He is heading still in the general direction
Yeah,
of Santa
yeah.
Clara, right? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I know what this sounds like I know what I'm doing. Obviously, Julius is helping us go through a shortcut.
Some shortcut.
Yeah. So, Alex, you know that if indeed Olive is here, they'd probably hold her in deeper in the thing. And if she's not here, you need to get back to Shadowport at some point and report your... I won't say failure because it was beyond control of your, what happened. But you need to report.
Just blame
back.
these jerks.
So, you could hang out with these guys for a little bit. Get out of the
Well,
wild.
if you're heading to Santa Cora, then
Um,
you're in good company? I mean, it doesn't seem like the undead like me very much right now.
I don't know why. I mean, the druids were really mean to him, saying he's a man of the Lich King, and then this thing is saying...
Yeah, okay.
Betrayed the Lich King, and...
Bravo, you saw that, right? You saw that thing scream, you're a traitor to the Lich King.
He said king. I'm just assuming it's the Lich King, because he controls all undead, and then...
Yeah, but alright,
Got
it's
those
a
guards
safe
who are-
assumption that I'm not working for the Lich King.
alright.
And you heard it as a reliable witness.
I'm just getting things ready. You guys can look at the map if you want. You're just kind of walking through the, whatever.
Don't like that flame.
Okay, maybe.
So yeah, you're walking deeper into the plague hospital. It's decrepit, full of disease. There is something hanging in the air. You can give me caster checks if you'd like.
I know what I'm doing.
I will cast her some checks then.
You don't know what you're doing because you have never ever had any experience with magic. Except in the Queen's Court, and this is obviously not elf magic. Let's see. Hold on, I'm just messing around with these guys' stats a bit. Immediately after, okay. Okay, so, the two actual spell dudes. Something has corrupted the spirits of this place. Plague hospitals would normally be sanctified with the gods of light.
Yep.
And something has corrupted it. You can make an intelligent guess. It's probably the Lich King.
Great.
Which...
Did they let me know? Or should I just assume
I'm
it's...
gonna let him know. I'm fine with Furaibo.
Yeah. So, yeah, apparently the Lich King,
Alright.
wherever you go, that guy is a jerk.
Man, he must really like us.
So yeah, you know this place has spirits associated with it. And I'm going to start the escalation die at 1 because you just got out of a fight, so your blood's pumping.
Good.
When you stumble upon the holding area for people with the plague, and there is a horrible, horrible circle, and floating in it is what
God.
would once be considered a house spirit that guarded over a place, and it's been horribly corrupted by the Lich King, and it looks maybe like the Diabolus had a hand in it. Those two are working together. That's probably very, very bad.
I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, and
Because they're gonna go for me first. I just know it.
And there's these weird angel things flying around it with glowing eyes. They're made of stone. It doesn't have any eyes, so apparently it sees through them, and it points a finger at Severus and Julius, and says, "Betrayers of the king, you dare walk on."
Noticing a theme here.
Yeah, you dare walk on this sacred land.
Oh, this place ain't sacred anymore. Don't joke.
All right, so
Don't joke, evil golem thing.
You will know the wrath of the Lich King. You who would dare defy his wishes, and it's staring directly at Julius, and those who would tamper with the fates he set for you. So whatever the fuck that means.
Steal his paperwork.
Yep. So go ahead and roll initiative, you jerks.
Alright.
Natural. 20 for rogue, nice. Go ahead and put it into the initiative.
We don't have our things.
You don't?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to reset them up? Really, game? Did I drag you over too? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Right.
Our tokens are here.
Fine, I'll re-add you.
I mean, it is kind of a token measure, but...
Add turn. Add turn. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and add yourselves.
Yep.
Julius.
Yep. Come on, Julius. There we go.
Alright, let me order this thing.
Okay, fortunately they didn't seem to get very good rolls.
No. So yeah. Furaibo, what are you doing? Where are you standing? What's up? This thing.
I am going to go over here. Can I do as a quick action spot? I know what I'm doing just to see what is up with this thing here.
Alright. Yeah, go nuts.
Well, you clearly don't know what you're doing.
You heard a lot when you were at the temple, studying. You heard lots of talk about demons. This is obviously a demon. You need a peachwood sword.
Man, a demon.
Where are we gonna find one of those?
I know. I'll punch something. Maybe they'll drop a peachwood sword.
If I punch something hard enough, maybe I'll get a peachwood sword. Alright, go
I'm
ahead.
going to spend a key point to make that a 2, so I can use the two-handed weapon rule.
Alright. That does not hit. So you
Miss damage.
Yep.
Wah, wah.
1 damage, right? Because you go up and you punch the eyes of the Aegeus, and its head swivels towards you. The Aegeus's head, the big old golemy thing, swivels towards you, and it says, "I see you." So Alex, your turn.
I see you too.
Okay, so to start with, I'm going to use Blood Echo to use Elven Grace for this battle, so at the start of my turn, I get to roll a d6, and nothing happens, because it's not equal to or lower than the escalation dice. I'm also going to roll another d6 for Spell Diffusion, so when the escalation die is 2 or higher, I can absorb or diffuse a spell.
That's pretty good.
So then I'm going to, if I can, move around the corner to this guy,
Alright.
and do a standard attack.
Alright. Don't forget your new shiny sword does +1 damage and +1 to hit. That does not
I have
hit.
great rolls today.
That doesn't hit. Oh, sorry.
Last 3 attacks have been a 1, a 3, and a 3.
Okay, so
and
miss damage.
Miss damage is 1, and I'm going to fracture the armor on
The mooks.
let's see, on the mooks.
Alright, yeah, sure. Alright. Severus. Oh, by the way, it
Alright.
says I see you too, elf.
Alright,
So, yeah.
let's move up here, and let's just go ahead and try Death's Gauntlet on the mooks. This is against MD, and not a very good roll.
You said do they have -2 to all defenses or just AC? Rogue.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, just AC.
Alright, that
Okay.
does not hit. Their MD
I didn't
is
think so.
13. They are mindless,
Alright.
but not that mindless.
Yep. Alright, well, 1 damage to him, though.
Alright, which one do you want damaged?
Oh, they've all got their own, okay.
Well,
Let's
yeah, they're
start
like-
with this one.
Yeah, they're all like a pool, but like just for
Okay.
ease of tracking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Damage. Yeah, so okay, Julius. Julius really wants to kill this thing.
Does he? Alright.
Yeah.
He's gonna charge.
Alright.
And let's see, +1 for the escalation dice, so there we go. 13, does that hit their AC?
Well, with the fracture, it might. Normal AC is 16 with the fracture 14. No, it just barely.
No. Yeah, so
So 1 misdamage.
scrapes it.
Yep.
Oh, now I've used all my good spells.
Alright. Hold on. The Aegeus actually has to act first before the Aegeus. So the Aegeus says, no, the wonderful light of the Lich King. And because the escalation die is odd, it's going to use Searing Light against
Oh boy.
23 nearby creatures, so that includes its. Alright, it's going. You're not. Thankfully, Severus, you're not nearby.
Oh, I'm staying far away
Well,
right now.
the first one it saw was Furaibo, so it's going to
Ruh-roh.
hit your PD with a. Well, if I can fucking find out what its 2-hit is, +7. Okay, so a mighty burst of Searing Light. 8. Okay, never mind. A mighty burst of Searing Light goes over your head, and the wall behind you starts burning.
Still
Cool
trying to hit me,
fireworks.
clearly.
Yeah.
Nope, still trying to hit me.
Alright, so the Aegeans go. And this one's gonna move here. It's gonna move here. They seem to be trying to do something. This one moves up here and starts orbiting its head with its fellows. This one moves over here and starts orbiting its head. And it goes, I see everything. So 3, first one against Ramba, then the next one against Rogue, because they are the only ones that are currently engaged with the thing. Let's see, +6. Alright. As they both try to, okay. So, does that 18 hit your PD? Alex.
Yes.
Alright, so, no one was struck. So, 4 damage as it refocuses the energy that was just released by the Aegeus and shoots it back at you through its eyes. And the escalation die is 2.
Yay.
So you've damaged yourself, right, Alex?
Yes.
Okay, Furaibo, it's your turn. Escalation dice 2. Ramba?
Okay, now let's get going. I am going to go and flurry to this guy so I can go and do something else. So,
Alright.
d20 plus 6.
No, but...
Then it's going to be a regular attack. Okay, 2
This
weapon
dice
fighting.
roller.
Let's see if it goes above a 3. 9. And it...
that still doesn't hit, but with miss damage, you manage to knock it out. You shatter it with your fists, and it blows up.
Yay, that's half
much
damage though, so...
Alright, go ahead. Go ahead and roll damage. So
6.
3, and then I guess 2 against something, which...
Okay, and no, that's only on a hit. Tragic.
Alright. So yeah, you paste it, and then parts go flying and hit this one right here, stabbing it in the face.
Cool.
Alex Novak. What's
Okay,
up?
to start with, I roll a d6.
For?
Nope, nothing happens. Then I'm gonna launch an attack against this guy and fail.
Okay, well,
So he takes 1 miss damage,
what's Gorgo doing in here?
and I'm going to... Where is my sheet? I'm going to cast Fracture against these guys again, because fuck these guys.
Alright. You just like Fracture, don't you?
It's more useful than Shove in this current situation.
Yep.
And what ones I can use depend on whether the natural roll is even or odd.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, Gorgo is using this, gonna use this room to roll monsters. Let me get him a thing.
Whoa, Gorgo's in here.
Yep.
Anyway, that ends my turn, so it is Severus's turn.
Yep. And
Why doesn't Gorgo make his own room?
I don't know.
what do we have? We got 2 more escalation die. I could do a thing, but I'm not sure it would hit. Although that might be a good thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try this. To say the least, yeah, Ramba. Alright, I'm gonna use Unholy Blast. Let's start with the mooks, just to see if it actually hits. This is against MD. And that's a miss. So, hold on. I need to actually see how much damage this does. Where is it? Unholy Blast is 46 plus intelligence, so... 6 plus 3. Yeah, the dice spot's not being nice tonight.
Oh my god! Okay.
Okay, what's half of 19?
Round up, whatever it is. Divide
9.
9.
10
okay,
if
so,
you 10 if you round up.
Okay, so
Alright.
10 to the mook pool.
Okay, so which mooks were you targeting?
Let's start down here.
Down here? Okay, so
Yeah.
3
Start with that one in front of
leaves
Alex.
you with 7. There's a 3 up here, which leaves you with
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
So which one do you want to damage for 4?
Let's go with this one. And now the fun part starts. Alright, have you damaged it?
Damaged what?
The mook.
Yeah.
Because I gotta make another roll because this
Yep.
requires me to make a second attack against the only enemy left.
Okay, yeah, I've damaged all the mooks.
Yep. So, let's see what happens here. Does that hit its MD?
Which one? The big one?
The big one, yeah, it's the only one I
Yeah,
can
it
attack at
does.
this point.
With a
Okay.
24.
Alright, hold on. Let me find the 4d6 again, and... Okay, it takes 18.
Alright.
And that's both my dailies.
Sword. Necromancer, an amazing class. Okay, Julius, his turn.
Alright, Julius is gonna go and attack this dude. And, let's see. Escalation die is still at 2 because I didn't have to use its special ability twice. So, yay on that, I guess. 16, does that hit its AC?
With Fracture?
Is it still fractured? Should be.
Yeah, with Fracture, yeah, it definitely hits.
Yes,
Okay.
the mooks are still fractured.
And 3 damage to it.
Alright. I'm gonna play after this game. Okay, anyways, the Aegeus. It says... says, I see you, little necromancer, the fallen of the king. And then it's gonna do a thing. It's going to, summon up ancient magics. So...
Oh boy.
Let's see how many people it hits. It can hit nearby or far away enemies. 2. Okay.
Wow.
It's gonna
I
hit
know
you
where
and
this is
Julius.
going.
It's gonna hit you and Julius.
Alright. What's it against?
It is versus PD.
Okay.
So, 20 plus 7, I think. Yeah. Okay, first one is you and then Julius. 18, Julius. So, I assume
Yeah.
Julius doesn't get hit.
Wait.
The 10 was versus
Oh.
Julius, the 18 is versus you.
Okay, so yeah, I get hit, Julius does not.
Okay, hey, Alex, do you want to do spell diffusion or is that only for you?
I can do it to any spell
Alright,
that's
'cause
cast.
It's
You might
casting
want to do
spell.
this.
What?
'Cause-
Did he just cast a big spell?
Yeah, you cast a big
Yeah.
spell on Severus.
Okay, well, it gets absorbed,
Okay.
and I gain an extra use of one of my invocations.
Okay.
Good.
It says, "You will not get in between me and my vengeance, caster. You shall die for what you have done." So, now
Wow, it's a little full of itself, isn't it?
And they start flocking towards you. He's gonna come up here just to. This one's gonna. Actually, this one's gonna get caught up here. And this one's going to.
It's just gonna ignore Julius now.
Nope. It's gonna. This one's gonna try and sneak by here. It's got a plan.
The plan is to stab Severus in the face.
So,
Yep.
first one is versus Julius, then the second one will be Furaibo, and then the last two will be versus you, Alex. Listen, you should have just came in and said, "We love the Lich King." Plus 6. This
But
is
we
versus,
don't, he's a jerk.
This is versus PD, by the way. Julius, Furaibo, Alex. So,
12 misses. I think everything else hits everyone.
okay, so you take,
Hold on. Yeah,
17
okay.
for me.
let's see, hold on. So Julius takes 4, Furaibo you take 4, and you take 4, Alex. And since no one was struck because you absorbed all it, it's very mad. So it does not do a thing.
Shocker.
Escalation die is 3.
Hey, you know what? Leave me alone, thing. Yeah. I'm gonna flurry it. And this one is engaged with me?
Yes, it is. No,
No.
that one's flying past you.
Okay. Then this C.
Let me. No.
Man, talk about my luck. Well, let's go with this. Let's see what happens with a regular finishing attack.
Oh my God! You're
This dice roller, holy shit.
all right. What do you do on a miss with your finisher?
No. It's a 2. 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I'm going to use a key point to get that to 2 and do this again until I
Oh
hit.
my god.
Never stop. Holy shit. Okay, that
Finally.
hits. That hits.
Only takes 4 times, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah,
this
for
guy.
anyone listening to this, he rolled in a row 1, 2, 1, and a
God.
16.
All right. Let's see what do you do on a hit?
Okay, this is going to be it. As a hit, you can rally as a free action. So, cool. So, I am going to go and punch him for 1d10 plus 4
So.
and rally.
Okay, and then 2 damage gets distributed, and that one over there by Julius just explodes as again you punch it so fucking hard, shards fly.
Yep.
And now Julius will probably
Stab.
And that feels better.
Yeah. All right, Alex.
To start with, I roll a thing, and it's equal to the escalation die, so I gain an extra standard action this turn.
Perfect.
Couldn't
So
imagine
then-
what you're gonna do with that.
I'm going to take a quick action to cast Song of Steel, so I add double the escalation die when making attacks
Oh my
until the end of
God.
my next
Oh
turn.
my God.
And then I'm going to cast Acid Arrow at this big guy over here.
You are engaged with 2 things. Yeah, so you take opportunity attacks.
Okay, in that case I'll make disengage checks first.
All right, just make one with a -1 because you're engaged with.
Oh.
All right, no. You can still cast it, but you'll
Dice
take
roller.
opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
that
but see, you're the
case-
GM, and you'll roll 16s.
What?
No, I'll be.
Fuck it, I'm doing it anyway.
Alright, let me make those 2 attacks against you. It's 6. 1.
Told you!
Wow.
Literally,
okay, so
guess
does
the
that
number.
22 hit your PD? do those hit your PD?
Yes.
One might.
Alright, one of them does, I
Uh,
assume.
oh no, both do.
Alright, 8
Ooh.
damage.
I'm gonna be spending a recovery at the end of this action, but leaving that aside, so I get to roll intelligence plus level plus escalation die plus 6. So 1d20 plus.
That hits.
Yeah, that's against PD. So he is going to take 17 acid damage plus 5 ongoing acid damage.
Alright, and so does it say what type of save it is, or if it doesn't?
It doesn't say that there's a save.
Well, then that just means that it's an 11 plus save, according
Okay.
to the rules. So he will, it will roll that at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it might be at half. What's 72 divided by 2?
Is 36.
36, yeah.
Okay, it is almost at half.
Then
oh yeah,
I'm going to use my second standard action to attack these assholes.
Okay.
Probably should have done that first. I might have killed one of them. Oh well, hindsight.
The dice spot is bad against them.
Yep.
31.
That hits. Go
Uh,
ahead and roll your damage. Okay, you kill this one, this one. You have 3 damage left over. The only conceivable one that you... I'm going to say that there's a little splashback from your acid arrow that got on your blade, and it flings over here, and we'll say it hits this one because it's a little bit closer and a little bit more probable.
Boink.
Okay, and if you want to do your free recovery,
yeah.
spend a recovery, and you basically did not have to spend a standard action doing it. So after this, it's you roll to see if you can even spend it, and if you do, it's a standard action. So, Severus, what's up?
Nope. Let's try and use Death's Gauntlet on this thing because it'll actually do a decent amount of damage to it. So, what's PD? Not
That
22,
hits.
I bet.
Yeah, that hits. Not 22, I bet, he says smugly.
Yep, and let's see, 1d4 plus 3. Wow. Fuck you, rock thing.
7, okay.
Yeah, it takes 7 ongoing.
7 ongoing on the start of its turn.
Yep.
So you just damaged the mook pool, nice.
Yep.
Okay, Julius. What's Julius doing?
Let's see, I'm surprised that thing's not dead yet, but whatever. What does Julius want to do? Does he want to help me or does he want to charge?
It really wants to kill the Aegeus. The Aegeus.
Alright,
Julius really, really wants it.
it's going.
Alright.
It's, let's see, 6 plus 3, 23,
That hits.
and 1d6. Not great damage there, but hey, at least it
my
did something
God.
significant.
And it's staggered. It
Good.
says, oh, little man, you waste the gifts of the king. How can you? Okay, so it's going to take 5 acid damage. Immediately.
Oh, is that on the mook pool?
No. It's on the big guy.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Acid arrowed it. So,
Getting negative and acid.
I've got some bad news about it being engaged with Julius. It literally just flashes out of existence and is no longer engaged with him. So like I
Wow.
can't really move it. Yeah, it's almost like
Here,
ghosts are
I'll move
spooky and
him over here.
mysterious. Yeah.
There we go.
Imagine
He's
that
far
like
enough
Julius
away.
gets warped away. And it says it just stares
I'm a
at
big
you.
fat ghost jerk.
It stares at you. And escalation is odd, so it will do a searing light.
Oh god.
Against 3 nearby or far away enemies. 2. It's gonna go Julius and you. Sorry, friend.
Shocker.
I mean, the person that literally... Alright, Julius? Does that hit anyone's PD?
Let me look at the PD. I know that hits my PD. I need to check Julius
Nope.
quick. Julius's PD, nope. Fuck you.
Alright, so you take 5 damage and now you're on fire. 5 ongoing fire. Easy save ends.
Okay.
I will mark you with a little fire token. Maybe?
Maybe.
There you go. So yeah, you have ongoing fire and you're staggered.
Yep. Oh, I need to... Okay, you got it.
There you go. Okay, so it says, and now, get him my eyes, and...
Oh shit, it's gonna kill me!
something bad's about to happen. And then these ones just start fucking soaring. They are moving incredibly fast. And they are homing in on you. So... Oh yeah, they take damage. Hold on, first off, let me roll for this one's save.
Oh.
Let's see, it does not save against Acid Arrow. And then they take 7 damage, right?
Yep.
This one streaks over here and immediately explodes.
No,
And then this one
guy
explodes.
takes 5.
Yep, I already damaged him for 5 at the start of his turn.
Okay.
Good.
Uh,
I get to stay alive for at least one more turn.
so, it's now incredibly mad. Let's see if this rolls its save. No. So that will actually die.
Next turn, awesome. Feel free to ignore it, guys.
Furaibo.
Okay. Okay.
I actually got a really
There's
good
that
roll on
book
the
over
damage.
there. I'm gonna check it out.
Alright.
Are you gonna unsummon it? Do you know how to unsummon it?
This sounds like a hero check. A reluctant hero. Let's see what happens.
Oh god.
Plus intelligence. Oh yeah, you could probably unsummon it if you wanted.
Oh god. You're gonna summon something worse.
Hey, I spent a... No, wouldn't work if I... This isn't two weapons fighting.
Dual wield.
You know what? I'm gonna grab the book and throw it at him. Can I?
First level. Do it.
Throw the book at him. Get out of here, you.
You know what? Fuck it, I don't know how to read this language.
Yep.
Okay, what's the escalation die at?
Escalation die.
4. So 8. That's
Nice.
yes!
That hits it. You throw the book at.
Okay, what's the damage die for the book?
Oh my god, it's a fucking book. It's like a D4. If you spend a key
Wow.
point, you can imbue it with your fucking whatever and make it a D6. But it's
I
not a
am
book.
doing that. That's just awesome.
Alright, the book starts glowing.
Don't. Don't take away his moment of glory.
Oh my- Maximum damage. Alright. You hit it with a book and it goes, what are you doing?
It's a shot.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah?
Alright, Alex Novak.
So I roll a d8 and it's above the escalation dice, nothing happens. I'm gonna go... Whoop. I'm going to move my character backwards. I'm going to go around this guy over to here.
Alright.
And launch an attack against this guy.
Alright. Your sword is whispering in your head, kill it. Kill it. Because it is a true magic item, so that means it has some sort of intelligence. But you resist
Oh dear.
mutation. What? That's how all magic items work.
I know.
That hits!
That spell is still active, Song of Steel.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, man.
So that's 14 damage.
Okay.
And cruel, so it's going to get a 5 ongoing damage to it.
Oh my god. It's gonna start its turn and immediately die.
Pretty much.
Alright. Severus, it's your turn.
Oh. Should have had something that could do just a little more damage here. The funny thing is, if I miss with Death's Gauntlet, I could probably kill it right now.
Do you want to? Oh yeah, you should take 5 damage. You're on fire.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot, that means I'm well, Julius, do your job.
Roll your save against the fire, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, just...
You just
What level of save was it?
It was just a normal save. So no,
Okay,
you're still
sorry.
on fire.
No, and you said it was an easy save, I thought.
Hold on. No, I think it's a normal save. Let me check.
Okay.
No, it's just a normal save. So yeah,
Okay,
11 plus.
so he fails it.
Yep. Okay, Julius's turn. You've
Julius.
dropped more times than Julius has this game.
Yep. And I think that's a hit.
Yes, that's a solid hit. 2 damage. It dies.
Perfect.
It
Julius
dies.
is a hero again.
The Aegeans. The remaining one explodes.
It's gonna do that anyways.
Okay, so yeah, you can get up. You're no longer on fire. So
Alright, how many recoveries do I have left? Not a whole lot, I
you might
bet.
want to chug a potion with your recovery, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. Let me roll a d8 to see how much extra I get.
I'm gonna go pick up that book, being like, well, at least I now have a melee weapon.
Perfect.
Ranged weapon.
So 6 plus 8. Alright,
Uh,
only missing 1 health then. Yay!
okay. So, let me delete this. I guess I have to delete literally everything, because... Alright, so...
That went perfect.
That went flawless. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're no longer sick. Alright. So, good news. As you've cleared this place of the horrible, horrible Lich King influence, so you should feel proud about this. Julius certainly feels proud.
Good.
I'm just moving you guys closer together so I can...
I'm still gonna tell him this is the worst shortcut ever.
He shrugs. He's back to his normal self. The plague hospital actually feels normal now.
It's not to say, if you use any positive words to describe a plague hospital.
It feels like a normal building. It's not got this like malevolent presence hanging over it. By the way, I'm
depressing
running
as
you guys
fuck.
through the gauntlet. So yeah, you leave the plague hospital a better place than you found it. Julius has done his job that even death could not stop him from doing.
Yeah, fuck you, Lich King.
Fuck you, Lich King. So yeah, you exit the ruins of the plague hospital, and you come across a huge, huge chasm in the ground. I don't have a map for this, so just imagine it in your mind.
Oh god.
It's hundreds of feet across. To climb down and over would take extra days that you really can't afford because you're in the middle of the wildwood.
Yep.
So that would be pretty bad and awful. So you need to get across it somehow. How do you want to? You can make background checks.
Okay, given Severus's tendency to die, maybe we could just fill it with like his corpses and walk across.
There's only one corpse.
See, ritual cast shove to push that.
You could try that. You could amateur ritual cast.
Not actually going to.
What do you have?
I don't have any spells that would be terribly relevant.
They can be about as relevant as they need to be. You also have cantrips, don't you? You can ritual cast those.
Can knock on the chasm.
Don't you have mend?
Featherfall me.
Don't have Featherfall.
Don't you? Mend comes with cantrips. You can just like mend the chasm temporarily.
Mending is like small items.
Yeah, but you're ritual casting it, so.
Okay.
Also, you're fucking reckless as shit. You're a spell sword. Fuck the rules. I wield a sword and magic. So that would be a background check.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to remind me what amateur ritualist does.
Amateur ritualist is the same as ritual casting, except it only fully succeeds on a natural even success. Okay. On a natural odd success, it's like rolling a 5 on a relationship die.
Okay.
Success with consequences.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. DC, like, I'll say like 17. Somewhat harder than normal, but not as hard as I could like make it. Okay. Okay, so odd. Alright. So you the ground starts to shake and the chasm starts to slowly close. And it works out perfectly fine. It closes you're pretty sure it will just close for a while, so you can't use mend for anything for a while. You've like exhausted. Maybe you've exhausted all cantrips. Maybe that's the consequence. I'm gonna say yeah, that's the consequence. You've expended your cantrips for like all of them.
Boy.
It's took a lot of focus to do that. Good news though, all that focus, the chasm does not open back up. You solved a problem.
You guys might want to hurry across, because one of the other things about my cantrips is they only last half the time as the standard wizard one.
All right, so yeah, you
Can't
hurry
rush.
across.
Yep. All right. Hey, we were in a rush anyways. We gotta warn the freaking town that there's a prison crash next to it.
Yep. So you cross the chasm, and then there's a horrible rumbling behind you, and you can see the chasm open again, and then it slowly starts expanding, and it keeps expanding, and it keeps expanding, and it wasn't this big before, you swear. And then you see a bunch of dark crystals around it. Apparently they absorbed and amplified your magic. And the chasm
Just gonna facepalm.
keeps expanding and keeps expanding. And it looks like it's going to expand for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna facepalm.
So you might want to hurry away from here, where all the druids will.
I am running. I know what I'm doing, and I am running. Like,
Alright. Yeah, you start running recklessly.
Yep. Let's
and
get the hell out of here.
So what's that, Constitution?
Yeah.
I use
Constitution
Dex.
or Dex, whichever.
I use either one.
Yeah, you guys.
Goddamn, we're a track team here.
Yeah.
You guys are horrible in battle, but you're really excellent at running away. What does that tell you about this campaign and your characters?
It's a comedy campaign.
Yep. Clearly.
So yeah, you run away like a motherfuckers, and eventually you become exhausted, and you notice that there is a lot of fog on the ground, and it smells really bad, and you realize you've stumbled into a swamp.
Oh god.
You can all give me perception like checks or nature checks using wisdom. What do you know about this swamp?
Still don't have a whole lot of wisdom, but maybe the Empire knows something about it. Seems to know a little bit.
Alright.
I know a tiny bit from my time with the elves,
Yes.
though I'm not the wisest person around.
When it comes to geography.
Yes. Okay, so through various means, you all know something. Severus has studied Imperial maps.
Yep.
Furaibo, he's just a wanderer. He's obviously heard or been here before, or something like that. And as he said, Alex himself spent some time with elves in the court, so he knows something about nature. There's like a sulfury, brimstony tang in the air. And then you realize you're in the fire swamps. So, as a giant burst of horrible fire and magma shoots out of the ground, let me drag you over here. It shoots out of the ground. But I will give you this with a 22. Severus, you remember from the maps that you saw that there's a town really, really, really close.
That's good.
It's really close. Its name is... I have its name here. Hold on. Almede. A-L-A...
Yeah, type that out.
Yeah. It's a... Yeah.
Alright. It's good.
It is a elven druid type town.
Oh boy, more druids.
That
My
sits
favorite.
in the shadow of a old wizard's tower. You know that you just have to cross the fire swamps. And then it's just pretty much an open stretch there. You're pretty sure that's it. That's all you remember from the maps. But you always remember that there are horrible dangers in this swamp.
I'm
called
shocked.
Autugs, which are monsters that eat filth. And
Lovely.
2 of them come shambling out because you smell like death. All of you. So they have a vested interest in you.
I'm glad you're not being prejudiced here.
Well, you did just come out of a plague hospital. So they come shambling up, and unless you can figure out a clever way to dispose of them, it's a fight. Keep in mind that these flame things here, they are whatevers. They are, shoot, what do you call them? Like flame geysers. I will roll a d2 on the start of every round. On a 2, they erupt.
Oh boy. Alright, anybody got any clever plans?
You can also push the Autogs on there to damage them. So
Like I said, I was thinking cantrip spark, but no cantrips.
Yep. It was exhausting.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Because we
You
smell
can-
like
hesitant
that,
to get into
right?
a fight right now.
You can literally
Yeah.
run. That is a thing you can do. It's called a campaign failure, but you can run.
Screw it.
Yeah, if you guys agree to it.
With my current magic, like, my current spells right now, I will be next to useless.
The only thing I'm missing is my daily. Otherwise, I'm fine.
The downfall of the necromancer. They get way better with
ran out of...
Yep. Alright, so yeah, you could try and get away from the Otyugs. That would be like a skill challenge. You can stand up and fight them. What do you want to do?
If you guys can, maybe you can go and I'll try and hold them back.
Alright.
You want to try that? Alright.
If he's gonna do that, I'll join with him because I can teleport away.
Alright. So,
Okay, yeah.
No,
Let's
no,
leave
hey,
this
Alex,
to...
you got my back. Wait, where are you, Alex?
alright, so weary and battered, the Otyugs come shambling towards you. They are covered in mud and filth from the swamp. They look like they've been burned. They are not of this world. They are, in fact, some horrible, like, filth demons. So the fact that the Diabolus has some sort of influence in the Wildwood is not a good sign.
To say the least, yeah.
And you know that there's not any hellholes around here, really. So, everyone give me some checks.
Like initiative? Or...
No, describe to me what you're doing. We'll just do it like a skill check thing. So, Alex, what are you doing to either escape or cover someone's retreat?
What I was going to do was try and use one of the flame geysers to basically taunt it into attacking me, and then if I ever get into a situation in which I can't actually get out of its reach, I would teleport to the furthest extent I could see in the direction Severus was running.
Alright, give me a taunt check using charisma.
Fingers crossed.
Charisma is a +2.
Okay. Wow.
Just ignore
I'm
it.
probably not going to be able to wear it though, but...
No, so, let's see. It's lived in the swamp too long to fall for such an easy trick. So it goes around the flame spurt geysers, and it keeps coming after you. What do you do, Furaibo?
And personally, I'm just gonna run.
Okay, we'll get to you in a second, Severus.
Okay, what would be the most fun thing? I'm gonna go, and there's no trees, right? Or is there?
There are very few trees. It's a flame swamp, so
Oh.
even less trees than a normal swamp would have. There are some burnt trees. They might break. They're a little brittle, but if that's essential to your plan.
Well, no, I am going to go and see if I can just drop pick one into the other. Let's see. This is me being a reluctant hero. So
All right.
5 plus 4 is 9.
Oh god.
Will of the Duck. Natural 20.
Nice!
You
That's
not
what-
only you drop kick them into each other, and then they fly into a active flame geyser, and they're all
Perfect.
tangled up, and it's horrible, and they're like all melting together. I mean, they're like demon spawn, but still, that shit's nasty. So, they are sufficiently distracted, but they will probably keep coming after you. Severus, you are running away
Oh.
like a real hero.
Of course.
But you can always aid. You can always tap deep within that lich magic. What did you get your... What did you... you could try and
God.
call on your boon with the Emperor.
That's true. Not sure how that would help. I was gonna use an intelligence check.
I can tell you how it would help.
Okay. Humor me.
Well, there could always be some Imperial frontiersmen in the woods.
Oh, that's true. Oh god. But with that 5, well, let's do it anyway. Let's just see what happens.
Okay. So you all are running away. The Otyugs are still hot on your tail. When the sun is blotted out by arrows as
Okay.
a full-on Imperial Legion shows up. What they're doing in the Wildwood is beyond you.
Fighting in the shade.
Wow.
Terrible.
They might be here. They obviously can't be here to recover Dark Sky Prison because that literally just went down.
Yeah, that just happened.
But the Yautaugs
dear.
are taken down.
I've got a feeling we've wandered into something bad.
Yes, probably. And a Imperial captain says, "Halt! Identify yourselves."
I'm gonna go and introduce myself and these guys.
Oh
You wouldn't
god.
believe the adventures we had.
No, he would not. He says,
Alright.
he would
I'm
not.
going to introduce myself as Severus Flavius, and I'm going to conveniently not mention Julius.
Alright.
And I will do a charisma check, which would be +3. Background is Imperial Agent and levels 1, so pretty damn good.
Yeah. He says, an actual agent of the Empire. What are you doing in the Wildwoods? Are you here?
What's the name of the prison again? Sorry, haven't
Dark Sky.
Yeah. Dark Sky Prison crashed, sir. And we're trying to band together some of the survivors and basically warn Santa Cora of, well, what had happened. Can I ask what you're doing in the woods? This seems a little heavy for just a patrol.
I have bad news from the capital. The Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor.
I see. Long live the Emperor. How?
There's an emperor.
These things are beyond me. You are an Inquisitor. They would probably love to have you solve how it happened.
God.
Yes.
Know what the 5th level quest is going to be. Oh, God.
Yes. So he says, long live the Emperor. Our new Emperor, who is mighty and strong. You can give me, all of you can give me, knowledge checks about the Empire. Who's the next Emperor? Who's the next one in line?
Pity I didn't get to...
I'll give you this one for... yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Apparently only
Days
as good as
as
Ramba is.
diplomat have informed me of this.
The next person in line for the Emperor is a 16-year-old boy.
Oh, fuck.
The last Emperor was quite old thanks to the Archmage and the Elf Queen and the Dwarf King helping prolong his life. But this new one is 16. So you can kind of piece together that perhaps he's showing his strength against the High Druid.
Now?
You know how teenagers are.
Oh, God.
So, the captain says, we are here to retake a town that rightfully belongs to the Emperor. Would you like to ask what town that
yes,
is?
which town?
Alamede. It's in the shadow of an old wizard tower. By rights, that belongs to the Archmage, who is a loyal vassal
of our Emperor,
Yes.
I see.
So we
were actually just heading there, believe it or not.
Really? Well then,
Yep.
we would be happy to have a Inquisitor and his friends accompany us.
Oh wait, we're friends now?
Yes.
I
the
guess.
way he's saying it, he's not suggesting you accompany him. He's saying you will accompany us.
Oh dear.
He has some pointed questions about Dark Sky.
Alright.
So,
Okay. Sounds like fun.
So yeah, you will not have the other encounter because Brutus did a thing.
But is it a good thing? I'm gonna have to make some checks to make sure we don't end up on the executioner's block.
Alright, so you are traveling with a bunch of scouts. He said, so the captain who identifies himself as, Felix, Captain Felix, he says, so how long have you been, how long has it been since Dark Sky thawed of the sky? How long have you been in the Wildwoods? He's kind of asking all of you. So
only a couple of days.
Interesting.
It happened relatively recently. You must have been here longer than that. You must have seen it fall out of the sky.
We have been busy. Perhaps you've
I kind of give Furaibo this looks like, did we go crazy or something?
We've been busy with the green arrows.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Those dicks.
He says, I know why you would be on Dark Sky, but your companions, the one with the strange hat and the elf, and your very silent friend, what were they doing? Are they prisoners?
No, sir. I can't speak for the elf. Sorry, friend. But the one with the hat and
Yep.
the quiet one over there, they were there for some information from the other prisoners, I believe.
I was there on contract work to receive information for a parole request for a contract out of Shadowport.
He narrows his eyes.
It's like, just making the, like,
He knows
dragging
what
my
you're
finger
talking
across
about.
my neck. It's like, don't say that.
He knows who you're talking about. He can't have any proof, but he's pretty aware. He's not a dummy. So he says, interesting. And you, monk? He's pointing to you, Furaibo. What were you doing on Dark Sky?
Well, honestly, I went over there to check it out. Then these, let's see. Let's me do this.
Oh god.
Yes! I'm able to,
Not be a dumbass.
No, I'm able to make the story also interesting. And then, apparently, some sort of evil magic came about and, turned the whole prison to crazies. You do know those crystals make people foam in the mouth like dogs, right?
No, we did
They
not.
don't do that normally.
They're not supposed to do that. And then they started mutating. I had to write a shield down because the whole place started to flood.
He's not telling any lies, sir. There's something wrong with the mines we set up there. And unfortunately, those mines are now in the middle of the woods.
Yes, and your silent friend here, what is he doing?
Well, he just got on the prison when it started to crash. Am I gonna need to make a bluff check?
Yeah, sure.
Hang on, Brutus.
Yeah.
He lost the ability to speak from an injury.
Nope, I got a better one. He's actually from Santa Cora, and you know those Santa Corans have a certain order of people who take a vow of silence, so I am continuing that train of thought.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright.
Someone make a roll.
Good enough.
Yeah, okay. He shrugs. He says, I will never understand.
Yeah, I never understand it. I don't know what's up with those Santa Corans.
Alright.
Is Julius doing anything? Or is he just kind of sitting there staring off into the distance?
Julius is just staring at him. Julius likes these guys. You get the feeling they're Empire people. I wouldn't
Good.
use them.
Good old people.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hey, Julius fights for the good guys. Come on.
at night you are attacked by a tribe of cannibal halflings, but the Imperials make quick work of them.
Good.
The other guys we've had to fight.
Halflings that eat people?
Yes, they
What
have
do they
gone
eat?
quite insane. So Almade comes into view on the horizon the next morning.
Hopefully it's not horribly mutated.
No, there, you see the wizard tower. Captain Felix points to. He says that is Alamain's tower. It is it's the tower that we're here to retake and the city around it. That's what we need. Of course, we don't really want to, how can I put this? We want to go in delicately.
You want to make it look more like a liberation than in a straight-up conquest. Got it.
In some ways, if we could get them to agree to peacefully agree to let us in to protect. I mean, what with all this dark sky crashing and the horrible things.
Fair enough. I'm assuming you want us to go and talk to them.
You're
Want to talk to
right.
them?
I raised my hand being like, are we even closer to Santa Cora now?
Yes, we
We've
are.
probably
You're-
gone in like a horrible zigzag. At this
No,
point.
you're closer.
If I may, sir, I've had some experience in conducting negotiations among the elves before.
Of course.
I'd be happy to volunteer my services.
Of course. And Julius, Inquisitor Severus, sorry.
Yes.
I'm assigning you as the official liaison between
Alright, I can do that.
and your elven friend here. And Furaibo, just go with them. You seem to have some sort of charm about you.
I just put my head up on the back of my head and I'll be like, just smiling, like, okay.
So yeah, here's the thing you can do. You can go to the town and talk to the elves. You can go to the tower and search it for shit. I guarantee there's some loot in there. But that might piss off the elves and also piss off the Imperials.
I was about to say, going straight to loot something, like
Hey,
as soon
it's
as you
up
get
to
into
you.
town, seems like a bad idea.
You know what we'd have to do? I only have 10 gold to my name, but I'm thirsty. Let's go to the bar first.
Okay. So you go into the town of Valamity. There is a lot of elves, Alex, a lot of elves, and they take notice of you right away.
Oh dear.
And you actually, have you ever been to Almady before on your various travels? As an elf diplomat?
Yes, I have.
You've been here before?
Yes.
One of them recognizes you, the leader of the town. I have the name, if you will give me a second. Sorry, this document I'm basing some of this off is a little scattered. Okay. One of them is wow, these names are terrible. Okay.
Fantasy RPGs.
Quentish Tree Friend. So he comes up to you. He says, Basil, you've returned.
Can I nudge Alex and get like, I can see why you changed your name.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
You're Basil. You are the one that is told about in our writings.
The chosen one.
I'm afraid you have me mistaken with someone else. My name is Alex Novak.
That's a very un-elf name, Basil. Why would you take that name?
Some might say a better name.
He stares at you.
What? I didn't.
This is the name that I have had since birth. I was raised by humans in Shadowport. I produce my fake identity documents.
He's not buying it. He's met you before. He says, okay, Basil. Why have you returned? Have you returned? Does the Queen need us for something?
I'm afraid I really have no idea what you're talking about.
Alex?
Now he's getting very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna go butt in and be like, so, who's this Basil guy?
Basil? And he points to Alex. He says, this is Basil.
No, that's Alex.
My name is Alex.
He's very frustrated. He says, no, it's Basil. You are the one that will unite all our peoples. Even those, the ones that have fled to the Wildwood, and those who have fled to the city, and those who still reside in the Queen's Court, and shall reunite us. It's your destiny.
It's the guy in the prophecies or something?
Yes!
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. I grew up in Shadowport. I say putting on this whole conversation I would have had a Shadowport accent.
Alright, give me a bluff check or something.
Oh god. Fingers crossed. Should be good. Should be.
It needs to be.
Alright.
Hey,
So
well,
Yes!
natural 20. He says, you very much remind me of Basil. Are you sure you're not Basil?
Alex is the only name I've ever had, friend.
Just pretend you might have a twin.
Well, they say that the Fey Queen's magics do strange things to her people. And he shrugs. He says, well, then what can I help you? Human
yeah,
friend?
we're thirsty. Can you help us find out the local tavern?
We also need to speak with your elders.
I
had to make a motion towards the military camp that's probably stationed right outside their town.
Yes, we saw them approaching. And we do not have a tavern. We do not believe in alcohol.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If you would like some tea, that could be
How
provided.
do you guys get by?
But we have much to talk about.
So no fine wines. Great.
No, we have tea.
Okay. I'll get some tea.
Alright. He says, so what do you wish to talk about then?
We need to, what's the word I'm looking for? Reaffirm your loyalty to the Emperor and his, I suppose since you're elves, his vassal, the Elf Queen.
The Elf Queen is not his vassal.
Isn't
That's the other game, where
Oh, okay.
Trinal's one unique thing literally made it so she was...
Oh, okay. I
Nope,
thought
the
that was
Dwarf
a-
King and the Elf Queen are sovereign people in this one. Yeah!
Dun-dun. Okay. My mistake then.
Nope. Okay, that's fine. So, he looks at you and says, we are loyal to the High Druid. We would never succumb to the forces of civilization and destruction.
Civilization and destruction.
Yes, they destroy nature. Beauty of nature. Okay, so yeah, they probably...
Oh boy, this is going to be a bit of a doozy. Well, look, I'm sure you're not the one who makes decisions here. Can we just talk to your village elder or whatever?
I am the elder. I'm 400 years old. He looks like he's 40.
How old is he actually?
He's 400. Elves get fucking old. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I would know that.
Yeah, he's actually 400. Last time you saw him, he wasn't 400, but like now, yeah, he's the elder, and he looks like he's 40.
Yeah, guys, don't you know they age really slowly
Right.
and
You guys want to start
Oh.
busting out Elf Queen dice? Now's the opportunity.
Did one of you guys get
Go
a
for it,
straight
Alex.
I
success?
had a 5. I think Ramba had a 6.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just trying to figure
Do
out
it
what
then.
Could
6
possibly frame this as a way to engender closer ties between the Empire and
Well,
the Elven people.
just reminder that if there's one person who hates the Archdruid more than the Emperor, it's the Elf Queen.
Yeah, they are bitter sibling rivals.
yeah, I'm like sitting down like, oh god, this is not good. So we got a new emperor. He wants to start World War something, trying to get everyone being ruled by the empire. I think you guys probably should maybe ask like the courts up north for help.
The orcs?
Courts.
Oh, the
Court.
courts.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to spend your 6 or you want to spend your 5, I will give you something.
Oh god.
Spend my 6.
Alright, you know that elves have impeccable, much like the dwarves, they have an impeccable sense of honor. If you can prove to them that this town once belonged under the sway of the Emperor, by some sort of legal document, they would be honor-bound to accept it, even if they hated it. Where you would get such a legal
Even if they
document,
hated it. This sounds like...
they might appeal it to the court, but that would be a very, very temporary fix that would take... Well, not temporary, but like, you know what I mean. They couldn't immediately overturn it. They'd probably go to the
It's temporary
court.
to an elf. It's a long time for a human.
Yeah, they'd go to the court and try and get it overturned at their soonest possible convenience. So, you know that the paperwork would probably be in the wizard tower.
Welp.
We
Guess
could
we're
stall
kicking down some
negotiations for a day.
Yeah.
You
Let's
could
report
definitely-
back to our...
So, what's up with that tower over there?
Oh, that's the old wizard tower. He shrugs.
Why do you
Never had
say
a
it like
name, It was
that?
just totally old wizard tower. What happened if it was a young wizard that once owned it? That he became old.
It's been there since before I was born. It's been there for ages, quite literally.
Yeah. I wonder why someone would build a wizard tower here.
Hmm.
You know, I hear the Archdruid and the, or the High Druid and the Archmage hate each other.
That's not really my concern. The workings of people on those levels do not concern me. All I know is that this town is loyal to the High Druid.
True. Well, we should probably figure out. I mean, if this tower was here before you settled here, we better check out to see if it's even
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, imagine the comedy option that is actually owned by the Dwarf King.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
And
I mean, if you don't know what's in there.
Dwarves starting to come on over here, and then they start drinking, talking about measuring their beards, and saying lass and laddie.
If you can bring definitive proof that this tower once belonged to the Emperor or one of his vassals, then I suppose that there is nothing we can do for it, and we will submit until we get ruling from our queen. So,
Alright, so we got permission to check out the tower, right?
yes.
Check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Investigate it. Alright. Let me see. Let me go to the tower part of this. There's probably going to be some loot in here, by the way.
Whoa.
Alright. So, you want to scour the tower.
Yep.
Make some... let's just do this. Like, Ramba, make a check and describe to me what you do to look through the tower. You're looking for the paper.
First thing I do is open the door and say, "Is anyone home?"
That's a really lame. Okay, give me a check.
No. This is important. You just tell me if I hear a response or not. If not,
No, there's no response. It's been
okay. I am going to start slowly walking forward and tapping my foot on the ground, making sure there's no damn traps.
Okay. Okay.
Ugh.
Pretty good, too.
26. You are actually looking for traps. There seems to be some explosive runes that you get out of the way of. You get out of the way of a collapsing floor, and apparently some magic has leaked out and animated a potted plant. So you kick it away before it gets...
Stupid on a plant.
So, yeah, you're still kind of checking for stuff when you open up a cupboard in the back, and you find 2 healing potions. So
That's good.
those. Yep. Level.
But in Latin, Jehovah is spelt with an I.
Okay, who wants to make another check?
I will use my experience in conducting 5-fingered discount operations to create a mental plan of the tower and survey most likely hiding spots and secure locations.
Do it. Sounds good.
Can I aid him since I was going to use well, I've been in a couple of mages towers before as part of being
yeah,
an
go
agent.
ahead. You can give him an aid.
Wow.
Okay.
Didn't really need it. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a consequence for that, by the way.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, you... Okay, if you want to spend your 5 with the Elf Queen, I will give you something very special. Otherwise, you'll probably just find some more healing potions or maybe a room.
I'll spend the 5.
Alright, you actually find a bed of flowers, and laying in it is a magic item. It is a long, pyramidical, clear rod of crystal. Sorry, it's like a wand. Never mind. It's a long, pyramidical crystal wand. One end is tipped with a dark glass or obsidian. It constantly bathes the wielder's hand in a faint rainbow. If only you knew a magic user. And it's Brutus. It's for Brutus.
I am a magic user, but, you know.
Yeah, you could definitely use it if you wanted to not use your sword.
No, I meant in terms of identifying what it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to give it to Brutus, I will tell you what it does. It's a charismatic rod. +1 to hit and damage with arcane spells and attacks. Once per day, cast color spray at your level as a quick action. Quirk, insist on speaking each letter of a word distinctly.
Oh god.
I will give it to Brutus.
Alright.
Sorry, to Severus.
I will PM that to you. Oh my greatest. Why is this being a piece of shit? There you go. That's all for you.
Alright.
So now you have, everyone has a magic item. That was kind of cool.
Go and throw, yep.
Okay, so yeah, you find that. But something happens to you, Severus.
Oh boy.
You're walking around, and what did you get? You got a 14. You step on an explosive rune.
Oh dear.
This is +5 versus your PD.
And what do you...
I'm rolling it right now. 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
You just have all the worst luck, don't you?
It's a good thing it's really hard to actually kill me.
2d force. 2d6. 2d force damage.
Well,
Okay, 3. And you go flying back and hit a wall. So go ahead and damage
okay.
yourself for 3.
Yeah, down to
You-
a
And then he reveals a new passageway, and I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, you reveal a new passageway. Perfect. Fail forward.
Oh boy.
Okay, guys, don't worry. I'll check this out.
It's a 9.
Not
Yeah,
very
you're-
well, though.
You're checking it out. It seems good.
It's a sudden drop.
Yeah, it's a sudden drop.
A lot of stairs. Oh.
Yep. Okay, give me a, depending on how well you do, you're gonna drop and take damage either way, but give me a check to see if it's bad damage or,
Reflex save.
yeah. Alright, with a 23, okay. It's just gonna be the lower tier of damage then. Wow!
Yeah,
I
but
rolled
it's still
max
gonna hit
damage.
hard.
You fucking fall. Ow. You take 12 damage.
Ooh, I think he cracked his head on something.
Yeah, you cracked your head on a,
Oh, look at the pretty birds.
you cracked your head on a chest. With, it seems to have the symbol of the Empire emblazoned on it. And underneath it, the symbol of the Archmage. So you can try and open the chest. I'm sure it's not trapped.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'll try and open it. I know what I'm doing.
First, I'm going to diffuse any spell on it.
Alright.
Okay, whatever. There's 3 of you, Alex.
Step back.
Okay, give me a, I think that's a skill check roll unless you're using a power.
I was using spell diffusion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Ritual
diffused.
casting.
There was a nasty spell on there. It's still locked though,
Okay.
so someone needs to open it.
Oh, if I had cantrips, we could just use knock.
Okay, I'm gonna just do what I know what I'm doing, and then, let's see. Yo, Cleric, you have like a small finger bone?
Small finger bone. A small finger bone. I don't know. Severus, do you have a small finger bone?
Yeah, Cleric.
You said cleric. Come on now.
Here, I'll try and get it open.
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
pick it. I just need something to...
I just kind of toss
I
my-
have a set of thieves' tools.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss my knife at him because.
The knife
I
you
have
lost.
an actual lockpick. I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That got stuck in something.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. The Alex actually does have a thieves kit, so if you want him to.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Will that be a bonus or just a regular?
I have a 5 background that adds to this and a +1 from Dex, so I don't know if you
I
want me
have
to
a
do this.
+4 in Dex and then +3 background.
Okay,
7.
so it's about the same overall.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
there's no bonus. You can just do it.
Okay.
Basically, it's what allows you to do
Good
it.
rolls. Let's go.
I'll give it a
Nope.
shot, I guess.
It's a tricky one.
Well, Furaibo's not gonna know how to use a lockpick.
It's
There we
true.
go.
Yeah, the spell sword from Shadowport might know a bit more. Yeah, you pick it open. It's a chest full of documents.
Good.
It seems that magic has preserved them, so they are still readable and whatnot. So you sort
Better.
through the documents, I assume. And there is indeed a treaty type deal saying that this town and the surrounding areas up to a certain distance are part of the Empire because they are indirectly controlled by by the Archmage through one of his students.
Yeah. Pity about that student.
One of the students was the wizard that built this tower. He had swore loyalty to the Archmage, etc., etc. So yeah, technically these lands, if you could find the ancestor, they would have a better claim to the land. But since there is no ancestor, it defaults to the Archmage. Or I should say ancestor. I mean descendant. If you find a
Yeah.
descendant,
Yeah.
since there is no descendant to be found, it defaults to the Archmage, who is a loyal member of the Empire. So you could just give these documents to him, and you could be, yep, here you go, jerks. Is that what you'd like to do?
Hmm.
See if there's anything else interesting here.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm going to check to see if the
Yeah.
top of this shaft has an alcove that would be otherwise unreachable except by magic.
Alright. Alright, Rambo, you're Furaibo's looking through the papers.
Yep.
Alright, it's just mostly boring legalese. Stating like the boundaries of the town, like what the town has to give to the wizard, what they can expect from the wizard. You could probably use some of this as a court case. The elves would probably most certainly like it because they are probably going to take it to the elf queen.
Okay, cool.
So you could give it to them. It would
So,
strengthen their case.
wait. 4 cows per month.
I got a 30 to check the rest of the shaft for hidden stuff.
Okay, what were you trying to find?
Oh, well, specifically any sort of, like, hidden area that would, in the shaft that wouldn't be normally accessible, but also any, like, caches or anything along the way.
You find a small bag of gold.
Okay.
It's got, here, I'll just roll it. Pull something from Dungeon World. It's got 40 gold in it. Ancient Imperial gold, stamped with one of the first emperors. But it's still gold, so... you're 40 gold richer. There's not much else. It looks like most of this has been picked clean. But the spell that you diffused, people had a hard time getting rid of, because they didn't know magic.
Because they're lame druids.
They're lame nature lovers. So yeah,
Yep.
are you just gonna take the whole chest with you?
Sure.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, you take it, you show it to Quintinus or whatever told his name was, whatever. That fucking guy.
Felix.
No, the elf has to see him first.
Okay.
So the town elder looks over them. He says, these all look up to legal. They all look at legal. We cannot really argue with them, though we will take them to the court. Thank you for giving us all of the papers. Some of the agreement has not been fulfilled in a while, so that will certainly strengthen our case when we go to the court. You are truly an elf friend, even if you were born among humans. And he pats you on the shoulder, Alex. So yeah,
Well.
he says, go tell the Imperials that for now we will consent until a ruling has been decided by the Elf Queen in her court. So, what do you do?
I'm sure that'll have no negative repercussions.
No, it'll be fine. So, Felix is super happy that this got resolved peacefully. He says, this is excellent. Feel free to stay the night in the new town under the Empire's control.
Yeah, I've got an obligation to let him know that they're probably going to start seeking aid from the Elf Queen.
He says, well, that's something for next.
Just doing your job, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. He says, yeah, it's what it is. I can't stop him.
Alright.
So...
Damn, easy save. Yeah, we really need horses so we can get over to Santa Cora, like, right now.
He says, oh, yes, most certainly.
Yep.
And, since you were truthful with the elves, Alex, and, Furaibo, they don't really trust the Imperial. Strange, I know.
Wow. What a bunch of jerks.
Quintinus. Oh man, I need to figure out his name. I'll write it down later. He says, you are trying to reach the new road, correct?
Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah.
And from
We're just trying to find the shortest way to Santa Cora.
And you're trying to get to... we have heard disturbing reports from the new road.
Oh boy.
They say
More
the
cannibal
floor...
halflings.
No, that's completely normal. He's like... that's their... Yeah,
Normal?
No. We deal with those guys all the time. No.
Oh, you mean normal isn't regular, not normal
Yes.
isn't all halflings. Okay.
Yes, that's something... That's a regular occurrence. No. We have heard that the, forest itself has come to life.
That. Yeah.
No, we mean not in the normal way that we mean, as in like, oh, it's full of nature magic, it's alive. We mean It's hard to explain.
Yeah, you mean evil crystals have taken it over and now wants to hurt you.
Oh, excellent. Then you already know about it. Then you should be fine.
That ain't really a problem.
Oh god.
A long day.
So, yeah, you get some horses. You, ride out towards the new road. As you try to reach the new road, you come face to face with an army of giant walking trees. It is obvious to you that you need to fall back to the village, or the army of trees will overtake it. They're simply too large to go around or fight. They appear to be waking up trees as they march, so the whole forest is literally coming to life as they march through it. Many of the trees have bits of glowing purplish crystal embedded in them. Ahead of the trees moves a menagerie of plant-animal hybrid creatures. The army of trees will probably bypass Alamity, which looks like a good location to make a stand against any scouts the trees might send by. So they are going to probably go destroy that village that you just helped. You can try and go around them. I mean, it's really not your problem.
Yeah.
You could go back and try to rally the villagers and build up a defense, and then next session we will deal with the fighting. Up to you. You could go and warn them. You could go and warn them, and then just hopefully.
Fuck off.
The Legion should still be around there.
Yeah,
as well.
the Legion will.
Yeah, they'll help, but I imagine they're gonna get curb stomped too.
Yeah, they need to know at the very least.
Yep.
Okay. Here's what. Severus, you want to head over to Santa Cora? I'll head back to the village and warn them. Alex, they go either with you or me.
You could probably still make it to the village and then still make it to Santa Cora. Like, you've got horses. It's not a big deal. Like, you can either go back and warn them and stay and help them. You go back and warn them and help and, like, set up some preliminary defenses, then leave. Or you just say, fuck them and go around the trees. That's the three choices, basically. Or you can set fire to the woods.
I think that having negotiated the transfer of the village to Imperial hands, our Imperial Inquisitor here would be honor-bound to defend the newly gained Imperial territory.
Oh, I'll defend the people there, but fuck defending the village itself.
As for...
We are going to grab those people... If we go back, we are going to grab those people and make them run with us.
As for myself, I can't countenance the slaughter of a village of elves.
Alright, yeah, we can go back.
You know, of any village, but...
Alright.
But especially the village of elves.
Alright, so you turn around, you go back to Almady, and you inform them, and they are very concerned. Felix immediately says, well, obviously, the defense of the town comes down to us as the new Imperial Guard. And Quintus says, no, we will defend our village, you...
Oh, you two aren't seriously going to start a
Yeah, they're going to start...
No.
It's a pissing contest.
Charisma check right now. You aren't going to start a pissing match right now, are you?
Right. Natural 20. Okay.
You two are going to work together, and we're going to evacuate the village, damn it.
Okay, well, they will bow to you. You want them to evacuate the village? Alright, so, here's the deal. They will start evacuating. They share their horses and whatnot. People start fucking going. With a natural 20, Jesus Christ. The Legion will fight they'll, like, fight a screening
kind of
thing,
skirmish with them, make sure that they don't get too close. That makes sense.
And the village starts fleeing. So, alright, they can definitely make it to New Road and to Santa Cora.
Alright.
If you ride hard, you can definitely do that.
Good. Is anybody opposed to that plan, like, out of character?
Just, where would these trees be going to when they get past the village?
Good question. You don't know.
Where does the road lead to? If they went in a straight line?
The road's gonna...
Yeah, they aren't heading up the road. They're heading deeper into the woods for some reason.
Okay, so if they went in a straight line,
High Druid
they
problem.
immediately hit another town or city?
It's...
Or
They go through a lot of wood.
You could
They wouldn't
give
hit a
me-
major city.
No, they would not hit a major city.
Yeah.
If you really, really want to know where they're going, you give me like an intelligence check.
Yeah. I'll throw down
It's
with
like
you,
trying-
Rogue, just to have 2 rolls. Oops, I can't use my Imperial Agent 1 on that one. 17
All right.
and 16.
It looks like they're heading towards the center of the woods.
Yeah, that was kind of my first guess.
Yeah, center.
They're gonna pick a fight with the High Druid.
Yeah, that might be definitely it. But that's really not your problem. And if we ever do a side session,
It's certainly not my problem. Those guys were dicks
Yeah.
to me.
so yeah.
All right.
I mean, you could literally stop them right now. You could stand up and fight them, but you don't have to.
In that case, I concur with Brutus's plan.
Alright.
Severus's plan.
All right, so you're just gonna round up as many people as
Yep,
possible.
and we are gonna run.
All right, you're gonna head
All the
towards
people. We're not leaving until
Alright. the Legion.
Fair
will-
enough.
Do you want to set up defenses around the town to help the Legion, or do you just want to leave them?
Sure. What can we do?
Just set up basic defenses. Give me a check. And basically build stuff like barricades.
Well, I would assume I know how to do basic
yeah,
fortifications
you
with.
can do, you can perform ritual magic. You basically narrate
Oh.
how you help. Create alchemist fire, all that good stuff.
All right. Let's try some totally not negative energy barriers. Ooh, that was a bad roll. 14's not terrible, but
You get some barriers up.
they might make things worse.
Oh, you never know. I'll epilogue some of it later. Like, you'll hear some
Okay.
stuff at some point.
Oh boy.
Does anyone else want to help?
I am going to ritual cast Acid Arrow to produce some weapons capable of harming Ents
Alright,
through their natural defenses.
give me the roll. Alright, yeah, that's definitely going to be helpful. Furaibo, would you like
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna start. I don't know, trying to build some stuff to help. So let's see. +6.
Fingers crossed.
Alright.
Better than my
that's-
roll.
Yep. Okay, so they're pretty... You're pretty sure they're set up pretty well. So you
Okay.
ride off into the night, and you'll hear what happens to Legion maybe later.
Okay.
News will eventually trickle to wherever you are. So you ride off. You've got a town full of people with you. Some are
Oh.
walking, some are on horses. And eventually you make it to the new road. So they are probably going to head to Newport. You've got to go to Santa Cora. So you start
Yep.
up Santa Cora way. When you are stopped by a paladin, a female paladin, in gold armor wielding a hammer.
Okay.
She stares at you.
Oh.
She reaches into her little satchel she has, pulls out a paper. She says, "You do not." The oracle said that.
I'm gonna do a charming intro to.
Something wrong, ma'am? Oh, dang.
She says, "Huh?"
How
She's not.
may I help you, lady?
Milady.
She's not
Tips
really.
Fedora.
She's not really charmed by you. She's just a little bit less surly and hostile towards you. She says, "Are you Julius?
Oh, that's the,
I'm looking for
Oh.
a hero named Julius. I was told that I would meet him and
and
a dwarf named Crimson Beard and a wizard."
that one's dead.
What?
The dwarf is definitely dead. The magic one, dead. Julius from Santa
Rhoda,
Cora.
stop being so casual about it. Those people could have been her friends.
She pulls
Well-
out a note and she says the oracle's never been wrong before.
Oh,
Excuse
boy.
me.
Well, that's
Formo.
because, you know what? I say, oh, you know, it's because oracles are vague as designed, so that the way that happens, they're right.
Severus
She-
just has his hands in his face. It's like, oh god.
Alright, she pulls out a bottle. You all recognize it as a lore bottle. She uncaps it, and this is pretty big. It's a wondrous item. Like, it's beyond true magic. To just
Oh.
casually uncap it like that is not something. So, it always tells the truth. And she says into the bottle, "Are these the heroes I seek?" and you only use it once, and it never ever lies, and it's always truthful. A ghostly image floats out and
Says one of them.
says, "These are the heroes of fate that you seek," and then it dissipates. And she looks at it. She says, I don't understand, but I think you'd better come with me."
Oh God.
Did that
Look, can we just have this conversation like outside Santa Cora?
You are headed to Santa Cora?
We are.
Excellent.
Yeah, we kind of need to. There's a rogue floating island that's dropping crystals that makes everyone evil, heading towards Santa Cora.
Also an army of trees, but that should hopefully mostly be dealt with.
They're going the other direction. It's fine.
Yeah, everything in the wild
Fine.
nuts.
The
Hopefully,
paladin,
hopefully the army will run into a Koru and they'll both kill each other.
the paladin says, "Oh, interesting. You will need to speak to the oracle."
Oh God.
Really?
Well, we were gonna do that anyways for the most part.
Yes, no, there's something wrong here. You're not the
Oh, you don't
heroes.
know the half of it, lady.
You're not the heroes that we are expecting. We, the oracle, the cathedral, the priestess. We knew dark sky fell out of the sky.
Uh-huh.
We had the oracle and the priestess had given a task to 3 adventurers.
Uh-huh. Hey, do you happen to know what that task was?
I'm just a lowly paladin with the Order of Saint Pelagrius.
It's like, oh, God damn it.
Hey,
Never gonna learn with that.
What was that, Furaibo?
Pelagius?
Yes.
Oh,
Patron
okay.
saint of heroes and adventurers. The oracle did not foresee the falling of dark sky. There was someone interfering with fate, but the
Oh,
hero
boy.
should not have died.
Oh, boy.
She kind of looks at you, and then she pulls out a lore bottle. Apparently she has a lot, which
Another one?
should tell you something about how serious this is. And she says into the lore bottle, she
Lady,
says,
are you like the Emperor's cousin or something?
"No, I take my work very serious. I work for the Oracle." And then she says,
Can't you just... Never mind.
She says into the lore bottle, "Should these 3 be dead?" And the lore bottle says, "Yes. By all instances, they should be dead." And then she smashes the empty lore bottle on the ground, along with the other one, and says, "You will come with me, and you will see the Oracle."
You're not gonna, like, try to fix this by killing us, right?
No. This is
Yeah,
beyond my understanding.
Oh,
Good, because it's been
boy.
way beyond my understanding since day one.
You will come with
I
me.
just wanted to go on a vacation, man.
Let's go now. So is anyone trying to get away from her?
I'm gonna go, but kind of like nervously glance back at poor Julius there.
Dude, we can't leave Julius behind.
We're not leaving Julius behind. I just don't want anybody in the city to recognize who he is.
Alright, so you begin down New Road towards Santa Cora. When we pick up next time...
Does
Oh,
wear a
God.
full face mask.
Yep, when we pick up next time, you'll be at Santa Cora, and you will start to try and see the Oracle to find out what the fuck is going on. And you'll probably hear a bit of news from
Oh,
the
God.
Wildwood. Okay. So, no full heal 'em up yet, but I will give you an incremental advancement. Until you reach level 2, we'll just be doing 2 battles equals 1 incremental advancement. So,
Yeah,
you'll
that
get to
sounds
level, you'll get to level
Huh?
2 in half as fast as you can normally expect. So.
good.
So go ahead, pick an incremental advancement. Questions, comments, suggestions for me. What did you like, what didn't you like?
That was fun. I've got a feeling I screwed us over by evacuating the...
No. Choice is a choice, is a choice.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to tell
I
you that
think
there's a wrong
it was
choice.
better because at least there would have been a chance for them to get overrun, so...
Yeah, admittedly, I was trying to minimize civilian casualties
Yeah,
there.
no, you could have
I got a
definitely-
feeling I might have
yeah.
gotten a legion destroyed. So,
We'll see. No, it's a high elf or high druid problem. All right, so
Okay.
everything went good. Excellent.
Yep.
All right,
Let's
recording.
see.